Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Greetings, Skibblings! Welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack Podcast, episode 398, Z2A. That's a Pokemon reference. Delvin's here! I'm so excited to see Delvin, and also Donnie's here too.
What the hell happened just now?
Every time I come here, I
could have been just smoking a Newport. I just see Shaq started.
I didn't think you were coming today.
Yeah, you were not here when we went off to go live, and then Donnie brought the screen back up, and you were here, and that's why I'm so excited.
No, I was coming.
Yes, I was gonna message you.
When did you say you were coming?
In spirit.
Okay, that's say you did not say you were coming.
I can't believe you didn't read his mind.
Right,
yeah,
correct.
I wasn't gonna miss more than one show.
What?
Even when shit's going bad.
You do that all the time.
Not more than one show.
The world has to be ending for him to miss a show.
No, that would be me.
Well, it's kind of rough, but I'm here.
I'm so
glad you're here.
Very, very glad.
Exclusively on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, if the stream fucks up today, we don't know what to do. We're out of options.
Then we'll be exclusively on X videos.
Exclusively on
Pornhub.
Exclusively on Spotify. Exclusively on Discord.
Yes. Oh, that's also right. Yeah.
No. We really haven't had a whole lot of issues since I made changes. We recorded last week, and the chat reported to us that the stream failed a few times. Here's the interesting thing about that. After the show, I went and looked and scrubbed through the show. The show was fine. We may have missed maybe a minute. So let's see. If this works, we'll keep doing this. But if we keep running into issues, I'm just going to go back to the way it was. And then if you guys miss a minute or 3 minutes, you got to check out the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Just check out the feed.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah. Right before we were recording, I was putting up my my new picture in the background that you can see right there.
Ooh, wait, what is it?
That is Dave Chappelle as Rick James in the famous Chappelle Show sketch where he's on Eddie Murphy's couch.
Oh, I can see that there is somebody on a couch, but I can't. It's
and they're grinding their feet in his couch. Yeah, that was a very famous Chappelle Show skit.
Oh, okay.
And Chappelle Show is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh, it looks good there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just adding to the collection. Everything's. It's been a rough week, so I need some things to make me a little bit happy.
Yeah.
I had a rough
I
week.
get it. I'm sorry that you had a rough week. I feel like we've been all having rough weeks lately.
And I know you had a rough week too, Rebecca. I saw you.
I sent you guys a picture. I got bit at work today. If y'all want to know if things are going better for me this week, with a picture of the bite mark, which is now bruising. You probably can't tell it's bruising. And neither y'all replied. So thanks for the support.
I wasn't in the Discord most of the week because I was depressed. But I saw that damn, what the fuck, a dinosaur bit her? What the fuck's going on?
Nope, a human child.
Is Rebecca going to turn into a zombie? Is this the first stages of the zombie apocalypse in America now? Are we there? Are we hitting The Last of Us yet? Man, fuck you, Counterpunk. You piece of shit. Tell us my week was actually good. Fuck your week, Counterpunk.
We've all been hanging in there, about to drop dead one way or another.
He's like, yeah, my week's been good. Fuck you and your week, Kyle.
Send some of that energy to us.
I'm not.
Send some of it to us. We could use some good vibes this way. My week was probably better than last week.
That's good.
Mostly because of Pokemon Legends ZA. I've been having really fun with that. I said last night as I was playing it, I said to Josh, I'm like, I bet you Donnie hates this game. I bet you he's going to come on the podcast tomorrow and say how much he doesn't vibe with it. So that's my prediction.
You'll be surprised. It might be the opposite this week.
Oh yeah.
I played a little bit of it so far, and my son broke me because when he walked in and watched me playing, and his first thing was, "Why is it for all these years like they haven't paid for like voice actors?"
Voice acting.
So I'm watching it like, you know what, son? You're right. Fuck this game. I got like really agitated by it because at the same time he's playing the Digimon game, which is actually very good.
Yeah, I've heard that's very good.
That was him in the background saying you're welcome. But yes, and I was like, yeah, why is it like as much money as these Pokemon games make? Why they don't just get voice actors?
Yeah.
It annoyed me greatly.
One of the things that it needs. I do have some complaints about it, but overall, I am pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's okay so far.
If you are feeling lukewarm about it, are you still in the tutorial era? Like, do you have free range of Lumiose yet?
Not yet.
Okay, because that's when it like picks up. Because before then, it's like very annoying.
Yeah, that's what I found so far. Like, why is this game starting off like this?
Yeah, you like.
Why is that guy so tall?
The guy
like 7'8". Like, what the fuck? Why is he the size of the goddamn
I feel
door?
like you need to have played Pokemon X and Y to understand that, because they really haven't explained it. Yeah, they haven't. They didn't explain it, at least as far as I'm at yet in the game.
Is he a Pokemon? Why is he that tall?
There is lore reasons why he is that tall.
Steroids.
It's something like that. Yes.
He got those enhancements people can get now to make themselves taller.
Yeah, something like that.
Probably. How are you enjoying the game, Donnie?
Yeah, you've been quiet.
Well, he look like he's trying to fix the world right now. I don't know what's going on.
A little bit. There's some things going on.
Like, it's like he didn't podcast in a week. Like, how the fuck did this get over here? He's just moving stuff.
Well, okay. So behind the scenes, I have a water bowl down here because Annabelle lives in the basement. She's a basement cat. But animals come and go through here all the time, right? So her water bowl will often be depleted by the dogs as they come and go outside.
Gotcha.
So when she's thirsty and she doesn't have water, she goes to her bowl and then rapidly scratches it. And just makes and it's a metal bowl. So it's just like nails on a chalkboard until you fill it up. So that was happening. Basement also smells like weed, so I was like, I need to light an incense.
That's
not
that's
a
problem.
Yeah.
So
that's a problem. That sounds like a good problem to have.
And then I was drinking my coffee, listening to your trendy boomer takes on Pokemon.
Trendy boomer takes.
Yeah, Delvin.
Voice acting is a
Yes.
boomer thing. That's the thing that's a modern thing that almost every game has. Indie game.
No, you're right.
I don't feel like that's a boomer take. I feel like that's actually like a modern take. A boomer take.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Doesn't need voice acting.
You're right. All of that is fair. I'm not going to hear and tell you that it's not, because obviously I feel like every time a Pokemon game comes out, we do the same dance.
I think my thing, what it is, watching the cutscenes, these cutscenes look so good. And it's so weird watching the voice acting with no voice acting. I'm like, it's kind of weird.
I'm someone who doesn't really need voice acting, because I personally really like to assign my own voices to these characters. But I also support voice actors. So I am not opposed either way.
A game not having voice acting doesn't mean, I think it goes without saying, but it doesn't mean you don't support voice actors. It just means they wanted to make a game that didn't have voice acting.
Right.
But don't worry about it. AI cometh.
No,
we'll get AI Pokemon with AI voices.
No, I regret it.
We don't need that.
No, the only reason I said that is it just felt like when the game came out, that was everywhere. Where's the voice acting? Where's the voice acting? Look at this window.
That's low on my complaints.
I haven't seen none of that because I've been offline most of the week.
So to talk about this game, yeah, let me say this, because I have a lesson learned when the Switch 2 came out, and I got in a little heated tit for tat with Sean on the show, discussing what the internet had to think about it versus what we had to think about it.
Okay.
So let's just address it, and then you can say whatever you want to say. Obviously, I'm not trying to control your input to this conversation.
And I don't know what the
but I just want to say, yes, we understand that the Pokemon Company makes all the money off of these games. Yes, we understand that they could develop more complex, graphical, intense. If you want that game, Pal World is right there. Like it is just
Digimon.
begging for you to play it. And Digimon.
I wouldn't say Pal World. I'll say Digimon.
I understand that the game is flat. I understand it looks like a PS2 game. I get it. So, with all of that said and agreed to, can I talk about how much I'm loving this game versus arguing against what the Pokemon Company should and shouldn't do?
Yes, let's talk about it. Because my biggest complaint is the balconies being flat. That's the biggest thing. So let's move on from it.
My biggest take about that, my biggest take about the look of the game is that ultimately I feel like after however fucking many of these games we've played, that is kind of this game's motif. It is its style. Pokemon has its own style. Now, it may be a flat, what I call, I'm going to say, and I say this endearingly to Gen Z. I'm mostly speaking to my son if he answers this. That would be a flat, quote unquote, trash game. But guess what? These kids fucking love it. They love that shit. They don't give a shit that this shit doesn't look like Uncharted. They don't give a shit that so-and-so doesn't have a voice. They don't give a fuck. That's cool. All right? They don't care. So I'm also not going to care only because the game runs well.
It does.
And
it does.
My immediate take that I posted on Blue Sky, my first 30 minutes, was this game looks and operates how I expected every Pokemon game would when I put down Pokemon Sun and Moon on the 3DS and look forward to the Switch. Now, it is a shame that it was like 10 years and a whole other system to get here. But when I was playing Pokemon on 3DS and the Switch was on the horizon, I was like, dude, Pokemon's going to hit. Like, this is exactly what I thought. We get increased resolution, right? But it would still be Pokemon. And that's what this game is. And it doesn't have gigantic game-breaking bugs, and people aren't falling through the world, and the mountains aren't popping into place. And
much better than Scarlet and Violet in that regard.
Right. Like, I really fell off Pokemon during the Switch era, and I hated that because I used to love this franchise. Like, it was like right next to Hot Shots in my head, the perfect like companion game, the perfect game to play while I'm watching football, while I'm watching a movie or a show with my wife, like the perfect game to just be doing something while doing something else. And I love vegging out, collecting Pokemon, battling Pokemon, climbing the ranks of whatever the world is. And I'm several hours into this game now, and I love it. Yeah, my biggest complaint would also be that intro. It's long and just blocks you off at every turn to go do something. The moment they free you up and they're like, go investigate these cases, I didn't do that shit at all. I went and played for like 7 hours. I was like, please, just let me go. Let me go do something. I
found all of the shops in the entire game.
So, and then last night I did finish those and moved on to so I'm ready to begin the game proper. And yeah, I got to tell you, I love it. I love it.
I'm so glad.
Here's how I can tell you that I love it. Yesterday, I was showing Jack the game. He walked by and he's like, all right, tell me about it. And I was like, yeah, I really need to go to this Pokemon Center. There was like a building across the street. And like I head in that direction, and then I saw something shiny. And then I saw something, and then I saw a ladder. And all of a sudden, I'm like 9 rooftops. So I'm not even anywhere close to where I was supposed to be because I keep getting just pulled by this game in different directions to find 100%. Yeah. 100%. Like the discovery is real. And I don't think this should be a surprise. Anybody's listened to me play games. These little like scaffolding puzzles that they have around. I love that shit. That is it feels like Shrining. It feels like breaking billboards, like all these little to-do tasks. Like I know this is not popular these days. Like the internet, the gaming internet doesn't like this, but I've always defended. I love a good map game. I think that's a great word. I always lifted that from Mike Minotti and Jeff Grubb. They said it years ago, and I've used it ever since. I love a good map game. Mm-hmm. And this is a good map game. It's got all kinds of different stuff to do, and once you get to the point where you have the freedom to do it, it's really fun to explore. I'm somewhat surprised. I do love the new combat, but I also don't think this game, my liking it, has a whole lot to do with that. I just think it's better. Like, it's just more engaging. I was trying to tell Jack, I don't know if this is going to make sense. It reminds me, or at least the way that I like internalize it, reminds me of playing the card game. It's like more akin to the card game than before. Because you have the cooldowns and because you get to select your moves, like there is this math that you do when you learn a new move. It's like, do I want to replace this move with that move? Because this move can do 200 damage over 3 turns, but this one can only do 180 over 2 turns. And you're thinking, like, I'm feeling like, to me, I am taking that into account, trying to be a bit more strategic with it than the old turn-based system.
And I love that you can play around with it like with ease, because it's so easy to just go in and swap in and out moves at your own leisure. Like, you don't have to go get a heart scale and go find the guy who replaces your move. And then if you want to change your mind, you got to go get another heart scale and then go back. Like, you could just go into the menu and just swap around the moves that your Pokemon has learned up to this point.
I know we don't buy games for menus, but that was another highlight that I was going to bring up. I think the UI design in this game is secretly really great.
It's good.
It's really complex. There's a lot of stuff they give you, but every menu looks like it's minimal. Every menu presents you with like
easy to navigate too.
That's what I'm saying. Every menu leaves you with like 4 options. It almost looks empty because it's like one menu per screen, but you can keep going in a way that feels very intuitive. And I just say this as somebody who builds like front end stuff. I noticed it. I was like, yo, it's pretty good. And it's pretty stylish. And I know that doesn't matter about the game at all, but it is something that definitely picks up in my brain. Yeah. The combat is fun. It is engaging. Are you guys doing the same thing I'm doing where you're putting like certain kinds of attacks in the same place with every Pokemon? Like I keep kind of like, okay. Because Jack was asking me why I was doing that. And I was saying, like, I always want my strongest attack to be, like, the right button. And then I always want my status attack to be, like, the top button. And then I want my quick attack to be the bottom button. And then I'm usually just putting an extra attack on the left. So from Pokemon to Pokemon, it doesn't really matter. I don't have to pay attention to the moves. I just kind of know where they are.
I just hit the button to kind of.
And I just hit the button. So I'm playing it a little bit more like a Pokemon Unite or a Pokemon Rumble or something.
Yeah, like strong attack, light attack.
Yeah,
I get it.
That's smart because then you don't really have to think about it as hard.
I don't even think. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Mode in a battle.
I don't even know what I'm throwing. I just know where the moves are. So I'm just like, I need a quick attack, bottom button, and it just does whatever that Pokemon's assigned to do.
I will say I don't know, and I know you said this isn't like the big selling point of why you're enjoying it, and I don't know if it is for me either. But I don't know how I'm going to go back to.
I don't think I can. Battling. No, I'm with you. I don't think I can. But I also don't think like that's really an admission here or anything about the new game. I've fallen off of that already.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet, like all the other ones that we've had come through, I've stopped playing them or not played them at all. So I've already fallen off of that. And remember I gave Arceus a try, a few months ago. I was like, yeah, let's take it for a run. Like I was like, I do kind of dig this, but still with the turn-based, like I don't think I could come. I actually think if this is a series, if this is like a fork, I could see myself like just kind of playing these and skipping the other ones. I would be okay with that because it's not, I'm not like, oh my God, it's so like, I kind of feel like Jack told me that this is going to be terrible for competitive play. Again, I don't care. I could care less about what's good for competitive
isn't that
play.
What Champions is going to be? Is like
we have games for that.
Yeah.
I don't need that in my Pokemon game, so I'm totally fine with that.
I just feel like it's so exciting. Like it's like very strategic of like, well, you can like recall your Pokemon and then sound out another, and it misses the attack.
It's like a dodge,
a defensive dodge. Also, you have to be paying attention to where you're standing too, because if you get in the line of fire, you could get hit and you could.
I wish we had more control. I wish we had more control on where we stationed the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I wish I had like a move or something, or I could set it to stay somewhere. Instead of it just following me. But even then, like that makes you move around a bit more, I guess, just to move the Pokemon. Yeah, I do like it. I think it's strategic, but more than strategic, because Jack was like, you could just spam buttons. I'm like, you can,
But that's not gonna take you. I feel like that can only take you so far because it gets hard.
But with the right dodge, if somebody does the right dodge and you spam all your moves, now you have 10 seconds before you can fight again.
Exactly.
And they can just unleash on you.
Yeah.
You know, I like it. But to me, it's just more engaging. While it's happening, I'm free to do something. I don't feel like I'm just waiting, you know, standing there watching it play out on a screen, like locked into a turn or an animation. So, it's more action heavy. It's like the action, turn-based combat we see from like a Xenoblade or something, I guess. I dig it. I dig it a lot. But more so like the world. I'm just really into... It was so funny because I've seen people call the world small. Jack said it. As soon as he saw the map, he was like, man, it's really small. But when you take into account the verticality that exists and the nooks and crannies that this game has, and there are bountiful amounts of different stuff. And I would guess, I don't know a whole lot, but I would guess that the map is going to change as we play.
Yes.
That's okay. So
yeah. So you actually might even be further than me. I'm not sure, but you're right that the verticality, there's the roofs aspect of it. I do wish that there were more buildings you could go into, but there are more than I thought, to be honest. Like, I'll talk about the marketing of the game after this, but you're right that as you go on, the world does change a little bit around you. They do add more of those wild zones. So far, I know there's at least 12. There could be more of those wild zones. And that kind of changes that area, too, on the map. Because then more Pokemon go there. And then, there's different ways to navigate it. So it does change as you go on.
Okay.
And it's not a huge world. But you're right about, the nooks and crannies. I passed a whole area and didn't realize there were, shops in one of the alleyways until Josh said, oh, did you see those shops?
It just scratches that itch to me where I see something and I'm like, how do I get there? How do I get on the top of that building? I found places I need to get over there, but I can't. There's no ladder up. There's no platform to get over. I'm like, all right, so there's something I'm going to get in this game that's going to allow me to either fly or parachute or glide. Something's going to happen. Or maybe I'll unlock
have
more
I not
elevators.
Figured it out, or can I just not do it yet?
So I love that shit because it makes me in my brain, I start making place markers, references, all right, remember this, come back to here.
I wish you could
map
place
game.
more than one pin.
These are good map games. This is map game shit. I like map games. I do. I
Delvin,
like a good map
keep
game.
Quiet.
No, I think all the things he said is valid. I see. I haven't seen none of the hubbub about the game on the internet because I haven't been on the internet much. So all this stuff, if people complaining about certain things, the game looking flat, I didn't experience any of it.
Reddit's full. I feel like the voice acting is a very trendy thing. I've seen it kind of everywhere.
I have not heard that at all. Yeah. It's
put your own voice to it.
Yeah, my whole thing. I've been the only really complaints I got about it is the voice acting. We probably start adding
so just to maybe bounce something else off of you.
Okay.
For me, I would care a lot less about voice acting. And if you were to ask me how would I improve this game, immediately, is I would give all the NPCs a route or a task. The fact that everyone just stands still, that provides this world a very wooden kind of set permanent feel. It doesn't feel alive. It's not really moving. I care about that way more than this is a JPEG of a window or the people don't talk. I'm I don't need that.
Also, the copy and pasting of NPCs, you see the same one on 6 different places on the map.
I think
that's definitely outdated design for sure.
That thing that kind of annoyed me about the game was character models. I can't make my own character. They all have the same hair type. I'm okay, you don't have.
There are shops
more
where
hairstyles.
Well, there are shops where you have the choice of more. I think that's why.
Yeah, and I think hey, in the beginning set, you probably should.
You
have
only
one
get
or two black
8.
hairstyles.
Yeah, you only get 4 or 8. I think it's 8. 4. It's 4 and 4. And I was like, this sucks. And I was going to say the same thing. And then I went into a shopping district where it was here, choose 30 different hairstyles and change your head. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, really? 30?
Yeah.
I hope I get
maybe
more
I'm throwing that out, but I went to a barber, so I changed my hair. I went to a barber. There were at least 15 more. But I think it was more than that. And you can change the color. I now have dual colored hair, in a different hairstyle.
I just need more long hairstyle.
People of color hairstyles in the beginning of the game, so you can get. I don't mind going to a shop, but
how limited the selection are in the wild zones.
It is in the beginning, yeah.
There's not a whole. It's not like every wild zone has 100 you can find. It's like 7. You know, like I was like, oh, it's going to take a while. It didn't take. It took me no time. Before I left the tutorial, I had a team. I was like, I could rock with these guys.
I will say there's a lack of water type Pokemon, at least in the beginning. I like haven't been able to find a good water type that I like.
Oh.
But
I have 2.
like,
I have like 4, but I have 2 that I like. I have
who did you start with,
Gyarados.
Rebecca?
I have Vaporeon.
I'm probably gonna have to get Vaporeon if there's not a better one, because in the beginning there's only Magikarp. That stupid
I also
water
have-
monkey.
Yeah, I was to say I have that
I don't like
Pansy
him.
or whatever that is.
I don't like Panpour.
I don't know what it's called.
And the
I have Glaceon.
the other one is
Oh, that's a good one.
Glaceon.
Yeah, I got an Ice Stone just randomly, and I went back and those EVs hard to catch. Hard to catch. The catch rate are super small.
How do you get Umbreon and Espeon?
You are asking the wrong person, but I don't know or care.
Also, wait, how do you feel about having to evolve a Pokemon manually?
I'm fine with that. Doesn't bother
Because
me.
I was playing and like Josh looked at my screen because we were taking turns on the TV. We were going back and forth like to charge. Like every time we needed to charge, we just switched to the TV. And he was like, "Look, I had a hard time with a battle against one of the rivals." And he like looked at my team. He's like, "Why haven't you evolved any of your Pokemon?" I was like, "Huh?
Did
What
you
do you
never
mean?
see that? Like they highlighted on the screen.
I didn't know.
I feel like I'm in that screen all the time. I feel like you couldn't.
You
miss
have
it,
to
but
go into the menu. And
Clearly, I was wrong. Well, take back all the UI shit I said before. It fucking sucks.
See, look, people in chat. Jules is like, "What manually?" Jules, you can evolve your Pokemon.
Yeah, the tutorial shows you that. Like they go through the whole thing.
Okay, well, there was a lot of tutorial. I'm sorry that I didn't
That's
remember
true.
all of it.
Okay, all right, fair
I
enough. There is a
probably
lot.
spammed through that
There's
part
way
to get
too
to
much.
the clothes.
There's way too much fucking tutorial. They've got to stop it. Like it's so hard. Like
Yeah.
for the love of God.
It gives you the history of Pokemon in the tutorial.
The fact that it's like
Look,
follow
yeah,
me
I
and you
didn't know
can't
how-
go in any direction
And they
without the
tell you, "Nope, you
Rotom
can't go."
being like, "Hey, stop doing that." You know, it's like I feel like
When you see like a Pokeball right on the edge of like where you can't go.
we're gonna have that moment where they're like, pick a Pokeball and you just get lost and like they just let you go, and we're all gonna freak out one day. We're gonna be like, "Oh my God, it's amazing!" It's gonna be like 2037, be doing some shit Zelda did 20 years ago, and we're all gonna lose our minds about it.
I don't think there's a way to turn on evolution automatically. I don't think there is.
Because I think the point is that some people don't want to evolve them. So now you have the choice when you
Okay,
do
well,
it,
that's
and it
what the
doesn't
D
stop
button
you.
is for.
Sure,
Gotta hit that.
I
people.
like it. I like it. I don't know. I like it.
Well, I have a whole list of other things that I want.
I really like the screen. Like did they get rid of the evolution screen? I feel like I haven't seen in a while, but I haven't been on the Pokemon thing.
They do,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was saying a few things about what I like, and Jack was like, "Yeah, that was an Arceus. That was." I was like, "Dude, I don't know if what there was in what. I didn't play them, so
I skipped
because they
the last
didn't
one.
run, they did not work." You know.
The difficulty I think is genuinely very good. I feel like this is actually like a tougher Pokemon game. Josh is farther than me, and like I can see like he's like over level.
Hang on.
Oh,
So I love hearing that Josh likes it. Because you're
Josh
all like,
wasn't gonna
he's
get
not
it.
gonna get it. And I was thinking, I was like, he's gonna get it.
I did. I told him I was like within 24 hours. It was like 24 hours and like a half.
I saw his tweet. He's like, oh, it's good.
I like the day after, like it was like the day after it came out, or like I guess it was like the day of release at night, like it was like midnight, like 24 hours after it came out, and then I got in the shower and I came out and he was playing it.
Nice.
Yeah, and he is further than me in it now.
It's great.
He does love it, but the difficulty is getting higher. I think that like you actually, like you said, Donnie, like you have to strategize, and like the alpha Pokemon are genuinely scary.
Sure.
Like they go after you as the human,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll kill you. And it's
That
very
fist
hard
guy is
take
trying to
them
fist
down.
Pokemon.
Whoa.
Huh?
That fist guy, he's
Whoa.
trying to fist the Pokemon.
What?
Yeah. That's
Am I the only one that paid attention to that part of the tutorial?
that's troubling.
There's a guy who's starting a club called the Fist. The Fist of Justice.
Yeah.
You didn't see my tweet, Rebecca. It's funny. It's funny. There's a funny Office joke here because Jim plays a prank on Dwight where he starts a mutiny called the Fist. So when I met these guys, oh my God, this is hilarious. He says like there are some really funny like lines of dialogue in this game. Like I have one that I'm saving for one day when Rebecca says something I don't like. It says like, I think we have to beat her now, Donnie. And that's all it says on the screen. And then this fist thing, this guy, he's like, one day I'm going to get so strong, I'm going to be able to like square off in combat with Pokemon myself. I was like, oh, he's trying to catch these hands. He sees dragons blowing fire and he's like, the ultimate challenge. Like he's trying to get in the ring with Pokemon.
I do like the dialogue. The dialogue feels fresh, like with every character. Like it doesn't feel like they're repeating dialogue that much either.
It's fast. It has animation. It gives the text life. Now, this is not something I've not seen in games. It seems like Pokemon's finally caught up to this. But yeah, like the text and the dialogue, it has style and emphasis that, you know, the ones at least that I used to play. I don't know if the last couple that I missed, but the ones that I used to play didn't have. Look, and that is very nice. It's fun to read.
Here hasn't wanted to punch a Jigglypuff once in their life.
Punch a Jigglypuff. Oh,
or
man.
kick it like a
I love Jigglypuff.
Just BAM!
Yeah.
Stop singing
I tried to nickname Melissa Jigglypuff.
Oh, I don't think
and
she's gonna go for that.
she wasn't having it. And
No,
I admit it is endearing because she gets mad and she's a singer. And I was like, you're totally Jigglypuff. And she's not having any bit of it.
Women feel like Jigglypuff's fat, Donnie.
Yeah, I don't
But it's so
think
cute.
It's
adorable.
It's brown.
It's so adorable.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was gonna work.
No.
That was gonna work.
Yeah, she's not. No. It's never worked. I keep trying. It's never worked. When I catch a Jigglypuff, I'm gonna name it Melissa.
Oh, she's not gonna like that at all.
Yeah,
I evolved my Pignite and I named it Bronson Reed, and it's amazing.
I did see that.
Now that one I respect.
So funny.
Cause that motherfucker looks like Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I need to know. We need to come up with other wrestling names for my other Pokemon.
Yeah, I do see that.
I'm stuck on.
So you are
I'm stuck on.
now.
I'm stuck on Alakazam. I don't know. I was gonna go with like Charlotte Flair.
Show me your Alakazam, and I will name it.
Okay, I can't. I'll send it to you in the Discord, but I can't.
Send it to me in Discord.
now.
I'll name it.
But yeah, Bronson Reed's hilarious. I may never evolve Pignite. He may just stay there. I love him.
Okay,
he's wonderful. Jack said Jack hates that I like Pignite. Nobody likes Pignite. Well, I do.
Somebody does.
Yep. By the way, based off of last week's episode, this past week, me and Jack sat down and I flipped through the Pokedex gin per gin, omitting the Pokemon that I would get rid of if I was in charge of Pokemon. And he hated it. He hated that exercise. He was just like, it was very funny. I told him PSVG, so if people listen to both, I apologize for the double story. But so a common trend came up. Apparently, I don't like dragon Pokemon. They're these angelic, edgy ones that I always say look like Digimon. So as we're flipping through the gens, I'm like, no. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe. So apparently he loves these guys.
Yeah.
And he hit me with he goes, I don't even think you like Pokemon. You just don't even like Pokemon. And I hit him with, I think you like Digimon. I was like, you're over here telling me I don't like Pokemon. I like Pokemon. I think you like Digimon. You're like a closeted Digimon fan. It's like, I accept you. And your love, he got so mad. He took it so personally offensive that I called him a Digimon fan.
How dare you?
Digimon cool. Like that's not
I love Digimon.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't understand why you're against this. If the shoe fits, the shoe fits. You know? But the only thing I wanted to tell you is I did nuke like 75% of them, but Rebecca, I nuked whatever the last gen was. Like basically the whole page. Like
not
maybe
Bramblin.
two.
I love Bramblin.
I was like, dude, I think that one I was like, this one can stay. You've won me over on that one. But outside, like that whole gen, I was like, this whole thing could go.
Yeah.
Like it's just bad. But loving
Is
the Pokemon.
Digimon doing better than Pokemon right now? They might have a better game right now, but
No,
overall,
God, no, it's not doing. That's crazy talk.
The game
Digimon has never and will never be doing better than Pokemon.
Money wise, no. But
No.
Digimon gameplay wise, it's kind of.
I
it matter?
can agree with that.
Doesn't
but
matter.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't
won't
matter.
Tell more.
Digimon
Never.
is the AEW to Pokemon
Correct.
WWE.
And listen, neither will
That's
Pal
it.
World. Neither will Pal World.
No.
Nothing will top
Because
Pokemon. I mean,
people
it's the
act like
highest grossing media franchise ever.
the people that throw stones at this act like if they just made a better. That's never been the point. They've never
No.
made the best game you could play. It's not what they're selling.
Much like
That's
WWE.
not. That's what I'm. That's kind of what I'm telling you. It's like, it's the style. Like it is the game. This is Pokemon games. And guess what? They sell like gangbusters. People want them. So
It's
you know.
it's the brand.
it'd
have
be
a
like
great
looking
brand.
at Fortnite and being like, Psh, if they could ever get on Call of Duty's level. Like, what are we talking about here? That's
have
why
to-
people like that game.
Doesn't have to be on Call of Duty level. Doesn't have to
Correct.
Be, yeah.
That
Doesn't need to
point.
be. It's the brand.
That point.
And the brand
That
of
point.
Pokemon is stronger probably than ever.
Correct. Yes, it is. They're definitely riding a brand new high. Like with the cards, with all the merch, with everything they're doing. Like Pokemon's killing it.
Dude,
Pokemon
the kids
Go.
at my school, they don't even know anything about the video games or care, but they love the cards so much.
There's also that Sonic part of it where the people that are really into Pokemon probably are not all up in the games. There's like distinct different Pokemon fandoms.
Yeah,
There's the
it's-
cards, right? Both players and collectors. There's the games.
And these kids have Switches.
Yep. There's the
Yeah.
games, both mobile and console. Right? And then there's the animation, the entertainment property, right? The movies and
Yeah.
the TV shows and all that.
Just like Sonic, there are kids out there who grew up literally on Pokemon the cartoon show. It's been going on for 30 plus years. So
Yep.
that's all they know.
Shit, when you saw the finale?
Yeah.
When they kicked into that old school theme and he turned that hat around, I fucking teared. I still tear up when I see that TikTok. I'm like, oh my God.
My guy's finally a master only after
Fucking
30 years.
Pikachu, let's go!
Can I say a few more things that I like about this game?
No.
I really like the day and night cycle of it. I don't know if y'all's have gotten to the part yet where
Yep.
like it's time. I
like the
you can see a
glowy-
little ring around where like it tells you how much time there is in the day and night. And you like what?
I like
Glow.
how the zones at night, I like the glow effect that they have. It's very, it doesn't change the way the game looks or anything, but it's very like Astral Chain, and I kind of dig it. Like I was like, this is,
Where it's like a slightly futuristic.
yeah, like you get like that lasery glow, and it like that glow like reflects off the Pokemon and the trainers, and it just gives it like a, I don't know, like a filter, like a noir, like a, I don't know the right word. It's like a synthwave filter over it, and I do dig it. I'm like, this is kind of awesome. It makes me want to take like, I've met a handful of people, and I'm not really paying much attention to who's who yet. Jack was asking me, he's like, what's the story? I was like, I don't know. I'm not really. I've smashed so many of those pink crystallites around. Like I'm just like walking around collecting shit, smashing them. Like I don't know.
Well, next time Emma appears on your screen, just know that's my girlfriend, and you can't talk to her.
Fair.
Okay.
They're bullies to Naveen. First of all, non-binary. I'm just saying it. Naveen, you know Naveen? He's like one
Sure.
of the people in the hotel.
Yep.
They're so mean to Naveen. First of all, they never tell them when they're going back to the hotel. Naveen is like, y'all didn't tell me you were meeting here. That's so rude. Second of all, the other character, Lita, or whatever her name is, she like bullied Naveen into telling us their secrets. They're like, have a battle with the player character, and if Rebecca wins, then you gotta tell her your backstory, your personal secrets that you don't want to talk about. And Naveen is like, I don't want to do that. And Naveen is like, has to do it anyway. They're like bullied into doing it.
You have Kyle the Pug's support.
Yeah. Naveen is bullied, and I think either because they're non-binary or because they're a person of color. So honestly, I think they're horrible to Naveen.
So you named your player character Rebecca?
Of course, it's me.
What about you, Donnie?
Yeah, Tawny. Yeah.
I'll name my player character Pepe.
Aw.
Pepe.
Yeah, because I'm from France.
Yeah, Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So you like got into the character of like
Yeah.
them being there. Okay, I like that. And then I tried to name all of my characters like French words or like French name. Like
Baguette.
I picked Chikorita, And instead of naming it Bean, I named it Haricot, which is bean in French.
Okay.
My dumbass over here, Bronson Reed.
Well, he is Australian, so there you go. Close enough.
I can't remember the other things. Oh, the what's the rabbit called? The Bunnelby. I named it Lapin, which is rabbit in French.
Okay. I wouldn't know none of those things.
I know. Well, I took French for like 6 years.
Absolutely not. Didn't do that. Not at all.
Yeah. I almost was a French major in college.
Huh?
That's what I went to college for.
Oh.
And then I'm like, never mind.
You're like, let me go teach these kids instead, huh? Well, maybe you should.
Let me go get bit.
Then psychology was easier.
Let me go get bit on a Tuesday.
Exactly.
You could have been biting into a baguette.
Yeah.
Instead, they're biting into you.
Yeah. You could have been a hot French teacher, Rebecca.
That's true. Yeah. Little pencil skirt, the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
I could have been. What could have been. And then finally, the last point that I want to make is that the marketing for this game was terrible.
Yes.
It was really bad. They really oversold how much rooftop there was going to be. Like, I don't know. The way they made it sound was just like that most of the battling was going to take place on the roofs. Like, that's what I thought. But, like, that's not even true at all. Like, there's, like, hardly any battling on the roofs. They really oversold. Like, I didn't think that there would be any, like, Pokemon catching outside of the wild zones. There is. There definitely is.
You'll find them, especially on the roofs.
Yeah. So
I didn't know anything about the roof part, but how the roofs play into the puzzles, I'm digging. I'm not sure I'm sure it's not hard, but like there are some of these puzzles that like if you climb the ladder and stuff you can't get to, but if you can get to the roof and find the right place, you can jump off and land and fall on top of.
Oh.
And you can like run and roll off of higher things to get to other.
Josh,
so like I'm having way too much fun trying to figure that out. That's why I don't know who the fuck Neva and Lita and like I don't know who these people are.
Josh was doing one of the scaffolding puzzles and he's like, "Oh, I guess I can't do this one yet." And I'm like, "Josh, you can run and roll onto that." He was like, "What?" You
can reach it. You can make it.
Yeah.
There've been too many times where I've dropped off or rolled off and missed it, and then I'm trying again and Jack's like, "What are you doing?" And then like he's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah, like,
and I didn't know that you could. You know how like they teach you how to clear the rocks with the rock smash. I was like, I guess I can't like clear the sludge yet. And Josh is like,
yeah, you can.
He was like, well, do you have a water type move? I was like, no, I don't have a water type Pokemon. He's like, yeah, you just need a water type move and it'll clear it.
Confusion also works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. How do you not know Emma? The first shot of her is like her very curvaceous ass.
Oh,
nice.
That's
I
the
saw
very
that.
first. Yeah, that was her.
No, I know. I just don't. I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not into that part of the game yet.
I'm in the cheeks.
Like I said, once they were like, go investigate these things, I was like, I'll be back tomorrow. And I played the game for like 8 hours not doing that. I was like, deuces.
Wow. Emma's
I did. I went and made my whole team and got stones and leveled up and turned in like map game. I started playing map game before actual game.
Wait, I want to show you my 2 shinies. I'll send you a picture in the Discord.
I have Alakazam. I helped Kyle evolve his Gengar. I am a little upset that there is no mystery trade. And Jack told me that hasn't been a
Wonder
thing
Trade,
since like
it hasn't.
I was like, why did they get rid of Wonder Trade?
But they should have included it in this because Wonder Trade debuted in X and Y.
It was so much fun to like pull that slot machine and just see what could happen. And I kind of miss it right now. Like it would have been a fun way. Jack says, he goes, every time they do it, it breaks the game. I'm like, and?
Then don't use it if you don't want your game broken.
Who cares? He goes, then everyone will get 100 Charizard from the start. I was like, aren't you excited about Pokemon Champions? Isn't that what Pokemon Champions does? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I don't see the problem here. What's the problem?
Yeah.
You know, like, who cares if we break the game? Break the game. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Can you show my 2 pictures of my shiny Pokemon on the stream?
Sure. Stream's not up anyway, so what does it matter?
Yes, it
I
is.
don't know. I don't know if it is or not.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Go figure.
Josh is so mad. There's like one guaranteed shiny that you get as part of the story that he got. I haven't gotten that far yet.
I wanted to evolve that Bellsprout into a Victory Bow myself. Let's see here. Is that the Alpha Bellsprout?
No, that's my shiny.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So there's that one.
And that's one that Mega evolves into the ball sack, so I get to have a shiny ball sack.
Nice.
And
You
it's
and
a
Delvin.
girl.
You and Delvin. This is a great look at your avatar. This looks great.
Don't I look so cute? I told
Yeah,
you. This is
and
a
it looks
dress
very
me.
you. This is good.
I know. And that's my shiny Bunnelby. No, not Bunnelby. What is that one called? I don't even remember.
I don't know what that's called.
Chat, what is that Pokemon called?
Like a
Bunnyary. Bunnyary.
Uh-huh.
Bunnyary.
Funnel cakes.
Yeah. He's so cute. He's pink instead of like tan.
Hmm.
I'm so excited. I love my shinies.
Yeah, gotta have the shiny ball sack. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have Jack was telling me, I think is it Toxic? Does your Victory Bell know Toxic?
No, but I think it knows Sludge Bomb, which sometimes poisons it. I do want to get Toxic though for it.
One of my Pokemon owns Toxic, and I was going to replace the move, and Jack was like, "No, don't replace it," because apparently he hasn't played it yet. I'm actually kind of
Toxic's a great move.
I'm surprised he hasn't played the game yet, because usually he gets lost in these worlds, but he's been kind of averse. He's kind of like just watching me play. He hasn't even asked to play it.
Huh.
But I was going to change the movie. He's like, no, don't get rid of it. Because here's what he is doing. He's still YouTubing all about this game. Like he's almost researching. He's like telling me, he's like, you can go. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, it'll speed up the game. I'm like, not trying to speed up the game. Like I'm just trying to play. Like leave me alone. Leave me alone. I will figure it out when I find it.
Do you think he will pick it up?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But he was just like, you can go get a Charmander. I was like, no, I will. When it happens, I will find it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I am just playing the game. I am having fun with that. I made a funny joke the other day. It was yesterday. So the game came out. I played it maybe 30 minutes before work, and then I came home. I played it maybe an hour the next day. Still in the tutorial, right? So yesterday morning, I wake up and I'm like, all right, I really need to get some hours into Pokemon today. Like, let's really get in there and get some Pokemon going. And I open up my YouTube. My first recommended video was like, we've played Pokemon for 100 hours. Here's the tip sheet. I was like, Jesus, guys. God. Oh, my God. The game doesn't have voice acting. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They do not care. Honestly, I think if they put it in, you'd piss off all of these people. But like, why do I have to wait to listen to everyone talk? It's not the game. Like the meta of Pokemon game is insane. It's shinies and min-maxing and stat maxing.
Care about that we don't care about.
100%. And that's why I've always I'm not worthy. People play this game way differently than I do, but
Stop.
Kev,
I'm having fun trying to figure this out.
Kev, I never play about ball health. Ball health is very important to your sexual drive. Oh, you talking about am I playing the game? Yes, I am playing the game. I am enjoying it very much. It's a very fun game. I'm still really early in the game. If I haven't talked too much about it, but what I'm playing so far, I like a lot. I like it way better than the other ones I played, because the other Pokemon games I played just for the regular Switch.
I haven't liked a Pokemon game like this since Sun and Moon. Because Let's Go I liked, but I don't count, because Let's Go was just Pokemon Go.
Let's Go was the last one that I really liked a lot.
Yeah, but it wasn't this feels like I'm playing maybe it's just Lumiose, I don't know. It just feels like I'm playing, like a new, a Pokemon game, right? Whereas Let's Go was a spin-off. It was Pokemon Go, but Pokemon Yellow, that was a fun side attraction, but that wasn't a Pokemon game. This feels like Pokemon game.
Yeah, I'm really digging it. I even ducked the intro when the Eiffel Tower was going to blow up. Like, oh, they for the 9/11 Eiffel Tower?
Dude, that'd be amazing. That'd be hilarious.
Pokemon's getting dark.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
Pokemon does get dark.
It does. X and Y
Yeah,
was
that's the
surprisingly
fun part.
dark.
X and Y was pretty dark, yeah.
Also,
Sun and Moon was pretty dark.
it was.
They're we're beating the shit out of these Pokemon. What? Why are we doing this?
I will say it does make me a little bit sad how many places there are in the Kalos region that I would have loved to see in this like 3D art style. It's just Lumios. I think Ambrios Town would have been really cool. Anastar. What?
Yarden says, "Oh, I'll 100% skip the dialogue. I still want it though." See, what they should do is they should Splatoon it. They'll put in voice acting that you have to listen to, and you just sit there and then watch the world go real angry.
That's what they should do.
Right. Then they'll release the $5 take the voice acting out of the game DLC and watch that take off.
Well, I was thinking if you meant like kind of Simlish type of speaking, like.
No, that would be good. I think that would be fitting.
I would like that too.
But no, I was meaning the Callie and Marie intro show to every time. Like I've been playing Splatoon 2, and every time I start the game, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that would be.
It's like we want voice acting. It's like, all right, be careful when you play with the monkey paw guys.
Yeah, that is true. That is a fair point.
Yeah, I like the game. I am excited to keep playing it. I have off from work tomorrow. Shout out to Diwali, the Indian Festival of Lights. Diwali. So we have off for that. So I can play the game all day.
Frisk just owning the microphone.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry, I'm just walking through here. If you don't mind, you can just
He's
get out of the way.
in the ass. Boo is like a sweet little angel who can do no wrong, and Frisk is like eating my face at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
I respect the Frisk.
He's a troublemaker. I am thinking about this game when I'm not playing it.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got me. I don't want to. As I was trying to tell Jack, I don't want to turn the game into how to get to the end game as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like there's a lot to do and you'd miss some of the stuff. Like that second picture that I sent, if I was just doing all the store, I would not have known that you could just like go to a cafe and like sit there and pick a meal and then take cute pictures with your Pokemon. Like it's so cute.
I love, like I said, the nooks and crannies. This game has so many like little secrets or little things that are hidden off in corners that aren't like in battle zones, that aren't in things, and you'll find little in-between areas on the rooftops you can only get from the roof. When you can fall down between buildings, like I found my Abra that way. He was just hanging out below this building, like in this little hole. That type of stuff, I think, that's like crack for me in a game.
Also, the side quests are actually like kind of fun. Like most of them are just a little kind of fetch questy, but some of them like you have to battle a certain way, or you have to like go find a specific Pokemon, or like you have to lead a group of Trubbish to the trash cans, and they go like they waddle and stuff. Like I had to go.
How do you like the research stuff
to the bakery? What?
The professor stuff I love. That it's off in the side menu.
Yeah,
it's just happening while you're playing. But if you wanted to like max it, you can go there and. Yeah, I like that.
I'm kind of just remembering like every hour to like just go in and collect whatever I've earned. Like I'm not really going in and being like, ooh, I'm gonna go try to get 10 water. Like I'm not doing.
I'm just battling and collecting I'm catching and fighting everything.
Yeah. Same.
Like I just figured like when you see that list and it's like collect this Pokemon, collect that, I'm like, all right, so just catch everything.
Yeah.
Catch everything you see. You'll get experience and you'll start leveling. You'll get these TMs. And I'm already on like
I really want the level 50 prize, the shiny charm.
I'm on like level 17 and I'm just out of like the tutorial.
Yeah.
Catch him, Mo.
Gotta catch him. I'm so like I haven't felt this way about Pokemon.
I'm happy that
I'm so
enjoyed it.
It's legit since Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
I loved Sun and Moon. I was like, oh, let's go. The next one's gonna be great. And then I played fucking Sword and Shield. I was like, what the?
Are we talking about the leaks here for?
I have. I don't think you filled it out, but I have at the end of our questions segment a Rebecca's Pokemon Leaks corner.
Okay.
Just because some people may think it's spoilers, they may want to tune out. I figure we put it at the bottom of the show. I put some notes that I saw, but I got to tell you, Rebecca, I don't care about this that much. I usually like leaks and rumors. I do. I was trying to talk this with Dev this week. I think it's because there's so many.
Yeah.
Like there's so much. It's like hard to even. It's like it's hard to even. I'm like I don't have. I can't do that.
All I will say right now is that the budget for Gen 10 is like 50% more than what the budget for this game was, and there's still like a whole year to go. So I feel good about it because like if this is this much fun, I feel like if the budget's even higher for the next gen, like that's pretty good.
Is it turn based or does it have this kind of active system?
I don't know if we know that.
Okay, that'd be like my only thing that I really think about.
I'll tell you at the end.
The other thing about that leak, and we'll get into it. You can start breaking it down and tell us more of the ins and outs of it. Xbox had a similar leak during their Activision trial. And it leaked everything. Like we saw pictures of the next console, the next controller, the next game, the roadmap. It was crazy. People were like, "Oh my god, I can't wait." And then, Rebecca, 3 to 5 years later, none of it happened. Like Xbox have changed plans so damn fast.
That is a high possibility for a lot of things here.
When I was looking at some of this stuff, I was like, okay, I don't know how much I need to invest about this. It's not like necessarily like they're like, and in 7 years, the next one, I'm like, okay, we'll see. So I have not dove into those channels as much as you.
We'll talk about it at the end.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Playing anything else?
No,
not really.
No. Well, it's hit for me. It's good timing. I get to play this hopefully through Halloween and in between other games, and then I gotta get back to Donkey Kong at some point. I'm thinking I'm like reserving my Thanksgiving for that, but we'll see because like we're not that far away from Hyrule Warriors. That's gonna be a whole other thing.
That's next month. Next month, right? Yeah.
And those games are pretty grindy most of the time. So yeah, we're eating good.
We are
Eating good.
A lot of good games out right now.
Yep.
A lot of stuff to play.
All right, so as we talked about, Legend Za has released. At the time of me doing these notes, which was 2 days ago, it was in a low 80s kind of aggregate score. I got 81 on Metacritic, 82 on OpenCritic.
I think it's 81 OpenCritic, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Seems a little low.
We got a Bloomberg report. Nintendo pushes to produce 25 million Switch 2s by March, as they are now likely to comfortably surpass its own initial forecast of 15 million units. And analysts estimate 17.6 million units for the rest of the fiscal year ending in March 2026. So Switch 2s are selling. And Nintendo's ready to sell them.
Yeah, that's great.
I love my Switch 2.
Me too.
I do too. I think it also helped that all the other consoles have went up dramatically in price.
$1,000 Xbox.
Yeah, so people like
that only plays some Xbox games.
Yeah. So yeah, Switch is the console you should be getting right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I just wish the battery life was better. The battery life is my only complaint.
I have drained my Pokemon has drained my Switch 2 twice. But I don't mind the battery life, but maybe it's because I have played more of these portable PCs. Yeah, like I generally think the Switch 2's life is pretty decent.
It is.
To, like, the Steam Deck and everything else like that.
Especially if you the Steam Deck's battery life is pretty great. But if you turn the Switch 2 down, like I noticed for me, turning off Bluetooth makes a huge difference. I put my brightness at like 75% instead of 100. That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing that I am somewhat surprised about, not saying that this is a solution you should have to do, but if you have an external battery, I do because I have had several of these portable PCs. The Switch 2 can run with a portable battery for like 8, like it's crazy how long. Just a good, decent portable battery and a USB-C cable can take your Switch 2 battery life from like 2 to 3 hours to like 9 or 10 hours.
Oh, that's great.
Like it's crazy how efficient it can get if you just have it on like a little external. So just throw that out there. We have a new patent in Nintendo Land, potentially showing how Nintendo DS games could work on the Switch. The patent showcases via image, and if you've ever seen patent images, they're like crude drawings, like little clip art, of somebody playing games using dual screens, not the attached on top of the Switch 2 dual screen, but like think of like how we did it on Wii U, where one picture shows the dual screen on one screen. So you're looking at the TV and you see 2 screens on it. Like, right, maybe there's like a little screen in the corner and then the big screen in the side. Then there's like the picture-in-picture. There's the parent-child screen, like where they're side by side, and then there's a switch mode where you could switch between screens, like you do now when you press the pause button. So you've got the one screen, you press the button, go to the other screen, press the button, go back. It reminds me a lot of basically how DS games worked on Wii U, except that we had the option to do that one screen on the TV, one screen on the handheld, which we wouldn't have on Switch. I don't know exactly what this patent could be if not DS stuff. Like it could be a game that uses these views, these embedded displays in a screen. But it looks like a patent.
I feel like
for
it
DS
has
games.
to be. I mean, that's it's the next logical thing.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a patent for DS games. So maybe someday in the future, maybe we'll get an NSO update with some DS games. That would be awesome.
That'd be great.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's not as much as it used to be, but still probably is. A big blind spot for me in my Nintendo fandom is both the GBA and the DS. I kind of checked out of Nintendo on both of those cases. Over the years, through either emulation or NSO, I have played a lot more of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I'm open to, especially if they want to get like into some deep cuts, like NSO usually does. NSO usually brings us like a cult favorite game. I'd be all open to trying some DS stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
There's a lot of good stuff on the DS.
I still play. I have a couple DS games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have Tecmo Bowl DS, which I really like, and still play it on my 3DS. I don't expect that would be one of these games, but I would like it if it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because that game runs pretty well. It's fun. Delvin, get excited. Squirrel with a Gun, blast onto Switch 2 November 18th.
Let's go, baby.
You have to get this.
I'm getting it.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to get on a drive.
They showed a physical edition. I saw a picture of a physical. This is a game you could buy in a box.
That's even better.
It kind of it's like I want you to have the box of Squirrel with a Gun on your shelf.
Yeah, yes, it's shelf worthy. Okay, here's a squirrel with a gun. Nothing else needs to be said. I like it.
Nothing else needs to be said. That's true. Yeah, nothing else needs to be said. It's Squirrel with a Gun. You're right. We have a leak from Bilbo Kuhn. Says the next Assassin's Creed Shadows game is out December 5th. Now, after that leak, we got associated store pages that confirm those, especially in Europe. So, yeah, it looks like by the end of this year, Ubisoft will announce and ship Assassin's Creed Shadows on Switch 2. But we still don't have an announcement. We have ratings, we have pictures, we've seen the box. We know when it's coming out, but we have no announcement.
I got to tell you, that's not a good sign.
You take that to be negative.
Yeah.
Even after Outlaws, no hope.
I hope it's good. I'm hoping it's good, but I would think I guess there's still time for them to say something about it. Like, hey, here's Shadows or something like that. But I would expect them to like promote this a little bit better. Like, hey, this is coming out soon. This is something you want to get on your Switch too.
I went from this game was going to be like my favorite game of the year to I don't even want to play this game.
Oh,
2025 has been. It's just me. 2025 has been a weird year for me in games. Like I've felt like a big shift in my gaming tastes and habits. Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, and for Assassin's Creed, I don't think it's so much the game. I think it's just the setting. Like I'm positive I'll probably play this someday. Like I will play Shadows one day, but the ninja thing, it just doesn't do a whole lot for me.
I don't think it helped that Ghost of Yote came out the same year as it. I think there was another ninja game that came out this year.
I mean, Dev liked both, right? And he liked both a lot.
But Dev is a ninja guy.
See, that's the thing, and then for me, it's just that.
I don't think most people are ninja guys. They'll be like, either they'll play one or the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm probably gonna play it. I'll probably try it on Switch 2 one day. Like if I had a demo, I would play it. Like I'm kind of more intrigued by like Mirage and what Mirage's DLC expansion is trying to do, like gameplay wise. Okay. I also think maybe that would just be a better fit for the system instead of some gigantic open world. But maybe they'll pull it off. Maybe Shadows will work.
My thing
Outlaws did.
What's hurting me with Shadows is it's like a 100-hour game.
That's a part of it.
That seems daunting. Like like even after playing like Breath of the Wild, I'm like, do I want to get to another 100-hour game? Like,
you have to
like so
schedule time for something like that. It's a commitment.
Yeah, I'm like, Tsushima's not that good. Yote's not that. It's not 100 hours. I can get through that and be done with it and move on and play some other games. This, I'm like, ooh, this might be something I may tackle next year, early next year. Get it when there's nothing to play. Get it out the way. Then I can have a whole year to play stuff.
I'm hoping that I play it and go, why did I wait on this game for so long? I should have played it.
Maybe,
sooner.
you know what? Maybe I will buy it on Switch 2. And if it runs good on Switch 2, I'll just play it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, all right,
that's been kind of my plan. Like when I was excited about it, I was waiting on a Switch 2 version. And just as the time went on, I was like, what am I waiting? I don't need to play this game. Like on the things I need to do, it's down the list.
Yeah, Outlaws looks good enough where I can feel like I could have played this on Switch 2. So
I haven't played Shinobi yet. I would rather play Shinobi.
And that was the other one. Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi. It's a lot of Ninja games coming out this
I would
year.
rather play Ragebound. That's kind of where it is, So, maybe we'll get it on sale one day,
Yeah.
Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 got Switch 2 updates. Silently, so did Captain Toad and Splatoon 2.
Ooh.
So they're still working through trying to make things work. They're not like great upgrades, but I think
you said Knights of the
Captain
Old Republic
Toad
2 got it?
yeah, that was one of them.
Okay.
Some of them are like online multiplayer based, some of them are mode based, some of them are performance based, but yeah, they're still working. We're still getting updates on games getting updates. Limited Run Games announced a Wolfenstein 2 Collector's Edition for Switch 2. It's a physical copy for Wolf 2. It's $150.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool looking collection, but I'm not doing that. That's a lot.
Yeah, looks cool. Well, if you haven't played the game yet, it kind of spoils a big part of the game. But hey, you
Yeah.
should have played it by now. You kind of should have played it by now.
Switch Online is a rerunning Splatoon icons. They have 4 waves of Splatoon icons through early November. So if you missed any of those early Splatoon icons for your Switch profile, you can go grab those starting now over the next couple weeks. And then Chris Dring on his website, thegamebiz.net or industry, I forgot, I didn't write the thing down, whatever he writes for. He had a podcast. It was like a collab with another person that does like their whole outlet is based on mobile games. And they talked about Nintendo, and they basically mentioned that Nintendo has made $2.2 billion from its mobile games thus far. And it has felt like over the years, Nintendo was really quieted on the mobile game front, but they did just like shadow release another Fire Emblem mobile game.
Did they?
Like it just happened like this couple weeks ago.
Those are the popular ones, I think. The Fire Emblem.
That's the one that made the most money.
Yeah.
What I don't know is if that was only in Japan or here. Like I haven't really got into it because I'm not into them. I never got into Fire Emblem Heroes. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe Nintendo will do more mobile stuff. It doesn't seem like it. They did. Then they buy. Who was that company they bought? Do you remember that? We were all talking about like the Pokemon Go people and
Niantic.
Yes.
Was it Niantic? No. I'm thinking of what am I thinking of? They bought a mobile dev.
Did they?
Nintendo buys mobile developer. I remember me and Caroline were like, this could be it. This could DNA.
There you go.
Oh.
DENA.
They made Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Did they?
Yes.
So, yeah. I don't know. Do you guys think Nintendo's going to do more mobile stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do?
They just did. They just
2
put out the
billion,
Pokemon, the stupid Pokemon game that was like a reskin of another mobile game, the Yarn one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In the last Pokemon Direct or whatever, they Pokemon
Thanks for having a hint,
Friends.
Kev.
Pokemon Friends.
Oh, that little
Mobile-
mini game thing.
Mobile game.
Yeah, you're right. Good call. They did do that.
Thank you. That is a good
And they
call.
did do and like I said, they did just drop another Fire Emblem something somewhere. So yeah, I mean, it seems like they're kind of kicking along. Just doesn't seem to be all that important. But-
Making money.
Yeah, I would say that. Like, I mean, they did Kart and Mario and stuff. Like, and they did Pikmin Bloom, right? And that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So they've got
I
some
still get
stuff out
ads for
there.
Pikmin Bloom all the time.
Anyway, that's the news. Pretty short.
That's the news. I saw a thing. Hold on, don't go nowhere.
Okay.
I think it just came out this morning. Give me a second here.
One.
Fire Emblem
Miyamoto.
Shadows is the name of the new mobile game.
Okay.
Fire Emblem Shadows.
Miyamoto had a quote about
A bad game always being bad.
it's actually very similar to that, believe it or not. The quote is strikingly similar. He's talking about movies, about bringing their game characters and worlds to the big screen. This is out of KyotoNews.net. Shigeru Miyamoto views these adaptations as a gateway for fans to reconnect with the company's games as part of a broader strategy to grow. Yeah, we know that. But here's the quote that I don't understand. I think he's getting dementia for this. He says, games eventually stop running when newer versions come out, but films remain forever, he said. I have no idea.
Wait, read that again?
Because it's stupid. Okay, explain it to me. He says, games eventually stop running when newer versions come out, but films remain forever.
Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. So he's just saying film is a little bit more timeless. Because as technology advances, I mean, he's kind of right. There are exceptions to that, but mostly, I think at a macro level, he's correct. If you go open Steam and you try to play a game that came out on Steam in like 2002, chances are it may not run very well right now, if at all. It may not even run on like Windows 11, right? Because tech has evolved, or you have to make concessions for those things to run. You got to run it in compatibility mode and things like that to make it work.
Okay, but forget that. Then we're talking about Nintendo, though. Like, doesn't his company have the power whether or not to make these games accessible to us now or not?
But that's kind of his point. What he's saying is, without intervention, without having to intervene and make things work, films just work. Like if you just make a movie,
I disagree.
It just plays.
I disagree because one, if I want to watch a movie that came out in 1980, okay, I can't go to the movie theaters to see it. I can't just necessarily. It might not be on a streaming service. I need to go
as somebody who watches a lot of movies from 1980.
Me.
Yeah, me.
Whatever. I can't.
They're all available.
I can't just get the DVD because then I need a DVD player. I can't just get the VHS because then I need a VHS player. There are still ways, but I got to go on eBay. I got to go dig up these fossilized, obsolete things.
To be
That's
clear,
the same
I didn't
for
take his
video
quote
games.
like that. I didn't take his quote like that. I took it a little bit different.
Explain it.
I took it in terms of with video games, gameplay mechanics go out of style. As technology advances, people phase out of those things. Like certain games, if I was to introduce certain games to a younger generation, I don't get this. Whereas movies like Casablanca, people still get to this day.
Good point.
Movie older movies.
I introduced my kids to GameCube, and they would not have it.
Yeah,
they were like, "What is this old mess?"
I think you could make the same argument for older movie type things like black and white movies or silent films or
not the same way.
Movies that are in
this
an
quote,
old funky art style because we were just learning how to do computer animation when they put out Toy Story, and kids today will be like, "This looks horrible."
There are exceptions to this quote, but I don't think that's the point of the quote.
Yes,
the point of the quote is in spirit, in totality, generally.
Yeah, people still go back and watch The Wizard of Oz.
There is a movie made in 1980 that isn't on streaming.
Super Mario Bros. 1.
But I think it's far and few between. For every Super Mario,
it's lesser.
Yes, there's a ton of NES games that no one will ever go play again.
Same with movies. You have a Wizard of Oz for every Wizard of Oz you have. There's thousands of movies that are lost to time.
Not to the same degree as video games.
I disagree.
Well, you're wrong, Rebecca.
Okay.
While this has been happening, I've been looking at this Fire Emblem Shadows game. Apparently, it's like Fire Emblem meets Among Us.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And like the whole gist of the game, I haven't played it, and I've read a couple things like while listening to Rebecca talk about this quote, so I may not have this right. But apparently, the whole gist of the game is like, what if the kingdom fell like from within? Like there's a traitor among us, and that's the Fire Emblem game.
That actually sounds fun.
It doesn't sound right. Like as a pitch, it's like that could be cool. I don't know if it is or not, but it as a pitch, sounds pretty good.
I'll check that out.
GameSpot gave it a 3 out of 10.
Well, I'm not checking it out. Never mind.
It says memorable character designs, the bad, bare bones social deduction system with a lack of weight or substance.
Well,
auto battle combat is missing tactical depth.
Well, it sounds cool.
It sounded cool, but apparently maybe not. I didn't look at.
Cool.
Maybe there are better reviews somewhere else. I don't know. I'm just looking around. But this Miyamoto quote really, you and Miyamoto, you have a thing with Miyamoto.
No, I don't.
No, you do. I've got years of radio to tell you the difference. No, you do.
I think he needs to retire.
I've been hearing this for like 6 years, Rebecca. Like every time Miyamoto, like, why are you still here?
All I have to say is all of the comments on this post agree with me. So.
All of them are wrong.
I don't know if they're wrong. Like I think I get what he's saying.
I get what he's saying.
I get what he's saying.
I don't necessarily agree, but I get what he's saying.
I think there are exceptions. Like if you're like, no, what about X? Like, yeah, but I don't think that's the point he was making either.
Yes.
You know.
I don't know
maybe
what point
there's
he
further
is trying to
context.
make. What point is
well,
he
I tried to tell you. You just didn't want to hear it.
Wait, say it again. Say the point again.
I mean, I honestly think he's just saying, like, with games, to keep them moving. And of course, yes, this needs to happen to films too. But the amount of effort it takes to keep them going, to keep them working in the future, especially just take Nintendo out of it. Think about Super Nintendo games, right? Like we've done that because those are cherished, right? But for other games, they are a lot harder and dependencies and stuff to get going, especially today's games, modern games that are server dependent and have netcode and shit. Like chances are none of that shit's going to work in 10 years. Chances are, right? Films aren't like that. And yeah, they get remasters and repub, but generally, and the whole film industry has a whole segment set up to do just that. Yeah. That's what they do, is they just keep these movies and stuff current. Like I think he's saying that this entertainment, this medium, has a little bit more lasting power, and I agree. I think that's definitely true. I think that's all he was saying. And again, it's a macro, not a micro, assessment.
And to be fair, there is more care into movies as opposed to video games when it comes to things like that. Like you have Turner Classic Movies.
Like Nintendo doesn't have to remaster the Mario movie. There's a whole fucking thing that does that, right? The people that made Casablanca doesn't have to keep it going. The industry is taking care of that.
Yes.
The distribution is taking care of that. Video games doesn't have that. If Nintendo wants you to be able to play fucking Chibi Robo from game, like they have to make that happen.
It's a lot more that goes into it.
It's a lot more. That's why these like retro collections and stuff. That's why that's why I cherish them. But two, that's why they even exist. Because if they didn't, none of this shit would be coming forward.
I think he's getting dementia.
Dementia. He's totally fine.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe he is.
No.
People, it's just this Rebecca versus Miyamoto thing, man. It's a tale as old as time.
He's
in this corner.
He's 72 years old.
It's his fucking company.
Exactly.
He made the whole thing.
Exactly. So he shouldn't be talking.
What? He's the only one that should be talking. It's his.
I can't say that. Motherfuckers out here electing 80-year-old people to be president. So that's what it's like.
Facts. That's true. Well, he's not the president. Well, I don't know. I get it. I do get it. But like, he is the creator of Mario and Zelda. Yeah. Like it's his baby. So, if he wants to keep kicking around, who am I to tell him not to?
His opinion should have some weight.
Yeah, a lot of weight.
Yeah. No, his time is done.
Rebecca's about to old Yeller Miyamoto.
This is how we do Joe Biden.
Just remember this when he does pass, and we have our memorial episode. I'm going to play these clips.
memorialize.
Let's hit some questions because we'll talk about the Pokemon leaks after the questions. Starting with Crawler talking about what are Rebecca's 3 favorite songs from the life of a showgirl. He says mine are Opalite, Wood, and Elizabeth Taylor.
Which one is that? That Summertime Sadness beat kick. That one's pretty good. The one where she samples the Lana Del Rey song. What song is that? It's like the hit. It's like the single.
The Fate of Ophelia?
I don't know the name of the song. That's what I'm asking. I don't know. What is the name of the song?
I didn't know she sampled Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the whole beat. Do I have that wrong? Maybe I have that. I'm not the Taylor Swift fan, but I thought that was the whole thing.
Let me look up the song.
I like it. I like it a lot. That is a catchy tune. That is a neat little pop beat. I'm here for it.
You sent me some TikToks with the Fate of Ophelia.
But I also that one. If I'm sending you the TikToks of it, then that one. That's the one I like.
Keep it 100 on the land, the sea.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to your hands.
Yeah.
Team, your vibes, don't care where the hell you've been. Okay, so I will say that this is the best 4-track run on any of her albums with the Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, and Father Figure. That is the best 4-track run probably from any of her albums. So good.
I Googled it and I pulled up the first article is, I'm just going to read you the headline. I Googled Lana Del Rey, Ophelia, Taylor Swift. And it says, why the Fate of Ophelia sounds like every pop song you've ever heard before. And then the first sentence says, it echoes Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey.
Okay. I'm not a big Lana Del Rey fan. So
I like her.
Okay.
I like her I like her. I just don't know a lot of her music.
Hmm.
Crawler, you have good taste. Those are all very good songs. I think my favorite is either Opalite or Father Figure. I'm so obsessed with Father Figure. And then if I had to pick a third favorite, it would either be Wood or the Fate of Ophelia or Ruin the Friendship. Ruin the Friendship is very personal.
All 7.
There's 12 songs.
Right, but you mentioned 7.
Okay. That's only 4 more than what he said.
I'm not. You can have 7 favorite songs. I'm not. That wasn't a hit. It wasn't a critique.
Crawler, she always finds a way to write about something relevant to my life at the time of the release, and Ruin the Friendship is that girl. And then Crawler wants to know, for everyone, in your opinion, what is the weakest type of Pokemon? For me, it's Poison. Is it even super effective against any other type? It never factors into competitive play either. It is effective against Fairy type.
I didn't finish my Toxic thought earlier when I asked you if you had a Pokemon that learned Toxic. So Jack told me that with Toxic, I can poison other Pokemon and then apparently just kind of like wait them out. Like I can just kind of dodge, or even if your Pokemon dies, you can just wait before you start throwing the next one, and it just keeps taking damage. So I'm pretty sure that'll get patched out. Like that'll definitely probably get nerfed. But right now, it's kind of OP.
Yeah. Toxic has always been pretty OP. Putting Toxic and then like Protect with like a healing move.
Yeah.
And then you could just wait it out. I see that in like showdown battles.
I did Toxic and then I threw out Glaceon, who has like an attack, like a barrier. He puts up like a Protect wall and you just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just going to sit here and watch you die.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
I don't know. What is the weakest type of Pokemon?
Probably either Ice or Bug. Bug is weak to Fire, Fighting, Poison, Flying, Ghost, Steel, and Fairy.
It's like Bug is only good against like what, water Pokemon? So you think good against
Bug
that?
is good against
Ghost?
Grass and Psychic.
Yeah.
And Dark. Ice is weak to Fire, Water, Ice, Ground, Flying, and Steel. Mm-hmm. Ice is very bad defensively.
Yeah.
Bug is weak to a lot. I would say those.
Yeah.
Those two. What did he say? Poison. Poison's not bad. Poison is it's not really strong against a lot. It's strong against grass and fairy. And it doesn't do anything at all to steel. So.
Yeah. Can't poison steel. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Rust.
Yeah.
Steel's
a good
poison,
answer.
steel.
I would say ice, bug, and steel. I mean, poison are like the worst.
It's like I feel like we've missed a glaring omission with that.
Yeah.
Rust is actually poison for steel.
Well, maybe we should have did that.
Delvin just said you can't poison steel, and I went rust.
Yeah.
Rust actually
but
poisons
rust
steel.
isn't poison.
But isn't it?
It kind of is.
Like in steel's case, rust is poison.
I think water should probably be super effective against steel, but it's not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Fire is because you can melt steel beams.
Sure. And Charizard just goes like that.
Yeah. Kyle the Bug,
Fuck you, Cotapug.
who had a great week, says, what are your
Fuck you for
overall
that too.
thoughts on the new battle style? Do you think the next mainline Pokemon game will go with cooldowns and movement instead of using PowerPoints?
PowerPoint.
Is that what PP stands for?
PowerPoint.
Is that what that stands for?
Yes.
PP? Wow.
That is not what PP stands for.
No, that is not what PP stands for.
What does PP stand for?
Well, we're not going there, Rebecca. Nope.
Is that what it stands for?
Yeah,
on.
sure. Yeah, close enough. Don't Google that, Rebecca.
Oh my god, it is PowerPoints! I never knew that! Yeah, I guess typing in Pokemon PP is not a great Google search, is it?
yes.
About to see him choke.
Search
Yeah.
on.
See that?
Kyle,
Pick a
it would
dick.
be difficult to go back to turn-based PP PowerPoints.
But you know we are.
I think we are.
Yeah, I think so too. I hate that. Like, I do like this a lot better than that. Like the whole idea that you just run out of a move after using, like, that's just dumb. I've never really liked that. I've like from that goes back to like the first game. That's like an opinion I've had for 30 years. Like, what do you mean I ran out of quick attacks?
I hope that they can incorporate abilities into this battle style because I really love abilities and I'm sad that they're gone.
But I like
Anyone
it.
else? Yeah.
No, I like it.
We are evolving, no pun intended, he says.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that's the way it should be, right?
Yes. I'm totally fine if this is like a Legends thing. If we have like the Legends thing and then we have like the main
because I'm sure
game.
there are people that probably really enjoy the other way better.
And champion, like again, champions. I hate throwing all this stuff in champions, but I think what you're doing is you're appealing to different fans of the series. Champions is going to be turn based. So you still get that strategy fix. But yeah.
Famajeff says, with the release of the Galaxy Collection ahead of the Mario Galaxy movie, do you think Nintendo might go back to Galaxy for the next Mario game? No.
No.
Yeah, it's an interesting thought. Probably not. I'd like them to.
I think that's
Before
why
Pokemon came out.
why they re-released Galaxy 1 and 2.
Before Pokemon came out, that's what I was playing. I do still really love those games for sure. Been having a blast playing them. There are some trickier parts that you get like a little bit more involved where like the motion and stuff does start to. I was like, oh, I would have nailed this jumping section if I wasn't doing this damn gyro thing. But I just docked it and then pulled off the Joy-Cons. Good to go. Speaking of Joy-Cons, I forgot to tell you guys something.
Tell us.
Remember that MobiPad controller I bought for Switch 2? It was like $30.
Yes.
Yeah.
They just updated this week where you could update the firmware, which was a crazy little process that I had to do. That allowed it to wake the Switch 2. So now I have
That's big.
a Switch 2 controller that has NFC, gyro, Hall effect sticks, and it can wake up the Switch 2. That has been a very good purchase.
That's big.
Yes.
It was very funny. I don't know why this happens, but I'm going to explain to you the process for updating this feature. I had to download the firmware. The firmware update for these controllers is actually really easy. It pairs to your phone and it has a whole app that flashes the controller on your phone. But once I downloaded the firmware, I had to go through like this process with the Switch where I had to, I hope I'm remembering this correctly, but I had to turn the Switch off. Hang on. Turn the Switch on, pair the controller, turn the Switch off, take the left Joy-Con off the Switch, hold down the button, and then it would sync, and then put the left Joy-Con back on, and then from that point forward, then I could wake up the Switch.
That's too much.
I was like, why does the left Joy-Con have to come off? Like, I felt like I was being trolled. Like somewhere where somebody was like, I bet we can make them take off their controllers. Just put it in the video.
Oh my God.
But it totally works. So my Pro controller just got better. And, I'm very happy.
I haven't minded turning on my Switch and then getting my Pro. Like, I haven't minded it, but it's definitely like mildly inconvenient.
Yeah, it's a very minor issue, but one that I'm happy to fix without paying $80.
Right.
If only Nintendo would let us do it with our actual Switch Pro controllers, this wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
I have Joy-Con, but sometimes I don't want to play with the Joy-Con. So I'm very happy with this.
Mm-hmm. Captain Awesome says, I'm loving Ghost of Yogurt. Do you think we could ever see a PlayStation game on the Switch 2? Also, go Eagles. He said go Browns.
So he said a PlayStation game, to which I responded with Lego Horizon, and he said that doesn't count. He said a real PlayStation game, I think is what he said.
That's a fake PlayStation game. No, I know what he means. Yes, I do. I think we have said ones that we think and hope.
Well, I mean, here's the other part: is I could have replied with MLB The Show.
That's a fake PlayStation game,
which is also on Nintendo Switch.
That's true. That is another one. That is a PlayStation game.
Are you going to be excited if the next show comes to Switch 2? Like, that should be like the show on Switch was kind of a joke. Like, that game did not work. Like, that was not a real the show.
I might.
The next one should be a legit good version of that game.
Maybe I will.
I would like to see it.
I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, we got Red Dead on the first Switch. Why wouldn't we get Red Dead 2 on the second Switch?
Well, that's not a PlayStation game.
It's not.
That's a Rockstar game.
I thought that was a PlayStation exclusive. Is it not?
No.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was.
I was like, what?
It's not a PlayStation exclusive. It's on Xbox.
No. Oh. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I know it's Rockstar, but I thought it was an exclusive. So are we talking about PlayStation as a publisher?
Yes, a PlayStation game.
Not okay. I'm sorry.
So my take on this has been
relax.
PlayStation is already putting their games on Epic and Steam, which means they're already playable on Steam Decks. So in my head, why don't they just add Switch to that pipeline? Like, somebody give me a good reason, because when I've brought this up in the past, especially on PSVG, where I have two PlayStation gamers to talk to, and Delvin and Dev, a lot of times people are like, well, when people stop buying PlayStations, look at Switches. I'm like, if they're already doing that on PC, right? Like, I can play Sackboy's Big Adventure, I can play Horizon, I can play The Last of Us on a Steam Deck. If I can do that on a Steam Deck, then somebody give me a really good case why this isn't good business for PlayStation on Nintendo. And the argument that I've made is I'll even up the ante. I think it makes way more sense for PlayStation to support those games on Nintendo than Steam. Because I think you have a much better chance of converting a Nintendo player into a PlayStation 5 owner than a Steam Deck or a PC user into a PlayStation 5 owner. I don't think those people are ever coming over. So to me, I wouldn't be shocked at all to see Helldivers 2 announced for Switch. Because I think it makes sense for PlayStation. But when I've said these things to PlayStation people, they disagree a lot. And I don't know why.
I don't think these are PlayStation published, but this article cites Patapon and Everybody's Golf as
those are PlayStation properties.
PlayStation games. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Bandai licensed those properties and then made the game. So it's their PlayStation
So those
IP
are
that
two
Bandai's
additional
making.
ones, right?
Yeah.
So I think we have 4 answers for him.
Yeah.
I think it
And
makes
maybe
sense
he
in
doesn't
some
like any
cases.
of them.
But
Yeah, it's
also-
not what people want is The Last of Us, Spider-Man. They're thinking the Horizon, God of War.
But I think it gets to the point of what you've been saying for years. Like, hey, why would I buy this on PlayStation when I just wait for PC? Well, now there comes it because why would I buy this on PlayStation when I just wait for the Switch version?
Right, but what then? How does that change? How is that okay for Steam Decks and PC, but not for Switch?
Because
That's the point.
I think that they already know that they're not going to change. The PC game is going to be a PC gamer. They're not going to change. I don't think.
Right, but I don't think the Switch player is always going to be a Switch player. I think a lot of people probably grow out of Switch into PlayStations.
I think that the problem with the Switch player is I think that if you bring PlayStation games there, they'll just stay on Switch. Like, well, I'll just buy it on Switch. I'm not buying a PS5. Especially now since the PS5 is so goddamn expensive.
Which is the point you just made about PC.
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing. I think that
What does it matter?
I think they're trying to sell PS5 consoles at least still.
Okay, all
I
right.
don't think. I think if you start just putting it on Switch, people just won't buy PS5 consoles.
All right.
Whereas with PC, I don't think a lot of people want to get into the ecosystem of a PC gaming.
So okay, all right. So let me recenter what I think you just said.
Okay.
I think the argument you're making is that you're saying right now there's enough people that have both a Switch and a PS5
Correct.
that you think putting Last of Us on Switch 2 would stop those people from having consoles.
They'll probably
Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, yes. They'll probably just
Okay.
say, I'll just wait for it to come on Switch 2 instead of buying it on.
Because the argument that I would make,
Is that a lot
that-
of people though?
I don't think so, but the argument that I would make is that I think PlayStation has a hard time reaching a younger customer base.
That is true.
And I think putting their games on Switch exposes younger players
how I think you
to
would do it.
PlayStation brands, and that they could grow up and graduate into PlayStation players, especially now that Xbox is fucking irrelevant.
I
Like-
would think Lego Horizon would have been that. Stuff
Yeah,
like
Lego, that game did not do very well, apparently.
that. Yeah, and that's where I'm like, oh, I don't know if that works.
Which
I
is kind
liked
of a
it.
shame because
I did
like
too.
Lego's huge.
Yeah.
Like the Lego games.
I liked it, and but it didn't seem to really do much. Didn't make a lot of noise. But yeah,
Okay.
I would do it if I were them. But yeah, they're doing their own thing. I can't. And the weird thing is that they kind of are. Like we talked about while you were away, Delvin. I mean, they've got the show, they've got Lego Horizon, they've Patapon, they got Hot Shots. Like, why not
And to
The
be
Last of Us
clear,
at this point?
I'm not exempt to it. I would love it. I'd buy a Last of Us Switch.
I would buy The Last of Us again too. It'd be like the damn 8th time I bought the game.
Yeah.
Like, of course I would. Why
buy
not?
it.
Why not?
They should do it for the next season of The Last of Us
Damn
show.
game's 15 years old.
I think if they did it for the next season of the show, it would be really cool.
That'd be yeah.
They've only re-released the game 10,000 times. So what does the 11,000 make
But
at this point?
the part that I do
They can
disagree
do
with,
Skyrim.
the part that I disagree with in theory, is I do think them putting their games on PC has stopped selling PlayStation consoles, and I would use
That is
people
true.
myself, Rob. Like we have people in our own Discord that are like, I mean, why would I buy a PlayStation? I don't mind waiting for the games. Like I can wait for Ghost of Yote. I'll play it next year on, my Steam Deck or on my PC. Like that's how Jack will play that game. Like I don't need a console for that. So like we're already there. And I think maybe if you were to look at like maybe the eras, it definitely doesn't tell the whole story, but I think that might be a topic. That's a sub bullet for the difference between the PS4 era and the PS5 era. Is during the PS4 era you couldn't play all those games on PC. Now you can, and I think people have.
Yeah, and,
know.
well, to your credit, the PS5 sales have not been great compared to other generations.
Yeah, they're definitely very good and solid, like on pace, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. And I think a part of that is that.
Yeah, makes sense.
But
F2P Joe says, "What is your current Poke Squad, and what do you want it to be when you're done?" Mine is very unbalanced right now. I need to think about my team really hard.
do you do that, Jack? came by and told me my team lacks coverage, and I was like, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
Well, it does get a little difficult, you know, and I have found myself in situations where, like, if like a trainer only has like flying type Pokemon, like I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage because I am very grass heavy right now. I don't really have like a lot of like water coverage at the moment, you know, and other such types. Josh is playing where he wants all of his Pokemon on his team to be able to Mega Evolve. So he's got like his Garchomp and he's got his like Ampharos.
Can I beat the game without doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of want to beat the game without doing that.
Yeah, there's times where they make you for like a battle, but then you can just switch them back out.
I did find a couple mega, like in my little exercise with Jack, because I told him I hated all the megas. He was like, go pull him up. I did find like 5 megas. I was like, all right, these guys are cool. Like Mega Beedrill.
You don't have to.
Mega Beedrill's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mega Ampharos is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's pretty iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually don't have to though. Like it made me use an Absol in the storyline for one battle because it wanted to teach me how to Mega Evolve, and I used him in my party, but I did not use him in the fight, and I didn't Mega Evolve, and I was able to continue. So you don't have to.
Who's on your teams?
Right now, I have Bayleaf, my Chikorita starter.
Nice.
I have my Victory Bell, so I have 2 grasses right now. I have my shiny Baneri, who will be Mega Lopunny. Love it. I guess I have 3 megas right there. I have my Fletchinder, who's going to be Talonflame. He's my fire coverage. I love him. Talonflame is one of my favorite Pokemon of all times. And then I'm trying to find my 2 other spaces. I'm trying to find a water type. I'm gonna get Clauncher when I'm able to, but I think that's later in the game. And then I forget who my last spot is. So probably not anyone good.
Okay.
Tom?
My rule for Pokemon, well, I'm still early in the game. But my rule for Pokemon is whatever Ash catches is what I want. They give
So you're just playing Ash.
Yes, I'm Ash. Flat catching. Whatever Pokemon he has, and they give the backstory behind, like, oh, that's the guy. That's the Pokemon on the show. That's
So you
me.
need Pikachu, Charizard, Kingler, Lapras.
I love Kingler. Kingler's so good. I love him so much.
It's a Heracross.
Yes.
Right?
Ash, explain to me why
Wait,
she
let me
liked
go
this
see.
Pokemon.
Hold on.
Like, even as a kid, he was like, Raichu. Like, I want to evolve Raichu. That's not how you did in the show.
That's so damn shame because Raichu's so much better.
He's actually way better.
So much better. Like
He's way better.
Rebecca asked on Twitter months ago, she did a thread that got popular, and it was like, what are your underrated Pokemon? Like, name me Pokemon that are underrated. And the immediate ones that came to mind was Raichu. Like Raichu and Starmie, in my opinion,
Starmie's
are like
really good.
they're peak Pokemon that nobody like really talks about. They're so good.
I love Raichu. I'm in the
Raichu's
middle
really
of a cutscene, so I'm trying to skip through it to like see who's on my team.
Fortunately,
Show me
you
the
can't
back
hear
of your Switch. Look, it's got stickers. It's got
Oh no,
frog
that's
stickers
part
on
of the Joy-Con.
Oh, okay.
it. Are
Remember?
there shells?
Yeah, they're shells, and I have a
Nice.
shell for the back too. I just can't dock it with it, so I only put it on when
So
I'm
we don't use it.
traveling.
Smart.
Yeah.
I was
Pretty
gonna make
cool.
a joke, but I bet not make that joke to Rebecca.
What?
Better watch yourself.
No, never mind.
Hold on, I'm trying to get through this.
Look at
cutscene.
Kyle the Pug. Kyle the Pug is one of these damn people. He said the rest of his team is Feraligatr, Praxine, Ampharos, and Ona. He's all evolved everyone. They're all done. Like, Kyle's beat the game
Oh,
already.
see,
It's
I
over.
really want
This is
Fennekin.
why-
I really want Fennekin and Delphox, but I already have a fire type. My favorite types are fire and grass, and I just have too many of them. I can't. I gotta get like coverage.
My team at the moment is Alakazam and Raichu.
Good
I have,
choices.
I have both of those. Pignite, I have Glaceon and Gyarados. And then in my last spot at the moment, I have Houndour. And I do like Houndoom, but like I do feel like I'm holding that spot for someone else. I just don't know who else that is yet. Like I want an Onix. I also want a Machamp. So I could put either one of those folks. Oh, or I was last night trying to figure out how to get over to this rooftop that had a Dratini. Like I could go Dragonite.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that has a good Mega too.
I like
so one of those Pokemon. If Kyle could send me one of those Pokemon, I'll replace Houndoom and then call that the squad.
All right, here's my current team. I got my Bayleaf, my Fletchinder, my shiny Victory Bell, my shiny Baniri. I'm currently using a Flaffy for electric type coverage, but I'm not going to keep them because I don't really like Ampharos that much. And then I got a Slowpoke right now for my water coverage until I get a Clauncher.
I do want a Slowbro. I like Slowbro.
Yeah.
It's a bummer that I don't have. I did think of that last night. So both Kyle and Rebecca have shared with me that allegedly, Cubone and Marowak are going to be in this game, but only when the DLC comes out. Mm-hmm. And that does piss me off because I'm loving this game so much that I would really like to be doing this right now with Cubone. Mm-hmm. And I'm just afraid that by the time I get it, it won't matter because I'll be done with the game. It was enough to get me to buy the DLC, so Pokemon doesn't give a shit. I was kind of at the moment, I thought, in my head, I thought if I bought the DLC, those Pokemon would be in the game from like day one. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize I have to wait till February for them to show up.
You're probably going to be done with it by then.
So I probably won't even come back. So that pisses me off a little bit. But no Cubone, no Arcanine, no Snorlax. That's who's missing out of like my mains that I would normally
No Vulpix
use.
for me. I love Vulpix and Ninetales, not there.
I could Pinsir. There's a Pinsir in here somewhere, I think. I could do that.
My problem is that I love too many fire types and grass types. I guess I'll have probably one of the evolutions.
I'm here for it. Be a gym leader. Fuck that shit. Coverage.
Yeah.
You lack coverage. Who gives a shit?
Well,
guess what I don't lack? Kicking ass.
I'm gonna give a shit when I can't beat the game.
Come catch these hands. Okay?
I'll probably get Goodra. Goomy and Goodra. I love. Or like Sylveon. If anyone can tell me how to get Sylveon, please.
I think I know how that works. I only know that because I caught the Eevee and was trying to feel like I know I could use my Water Stone, which is what I did, but I wanted to know what my other options were. So that's one of the few things I did look up. Mm-hmm. And that's the fairy one, right? Mm-hmm. So with the fairy one and one of the other ones, like the moon one maybe, or the dark one.
Umbreon.
You have to reach a certain level and be friends with it at a certain level, and I think have like a fairy Pokemon on the team. Like if you do all of that, Eevee can. And there's like, and all of Eevee's evolutions have different things. Like some can use stones, but then some you have to complete like tasks. Yeah. I think Sylveon is one of the ones that has like a certain task to do. So
very good.
If that helps.
I'm gonna ask the next question, then I have to go pee again. But then I'll come back to answer as well, unless you're still talking about this one. Delvin, did you say who's on your team?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Jay says the Wii U had DS games, but the Switch still does not. Do you think Nintendo will add DS games after the Virtual Boy? What games would you like to play?
I just want to point out that this was a question we missed last week, and then we had the patent leaks that came out this week.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny. It was pretty timely, Jay. Jay's like, you think we'll ever get DS games? There's like a patent for DS games. Like that was pretty spot on. So yeah. So apparently based on the patent, yes, Jay, I do think we're going to get DS games.
Yes.
Like it seems like that is on the way.
DS games I like to see on here, Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. Have you heard of this one?
No.
It's the Sonic DS game that was made by BioWare. That's supposedly really good.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. A Sonic DS game made by BioWare.
Yeah, I want to try it. I've always wanted to try that one.
Do you think that has a chance on actually coming over?
Absolutely not. No chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too excited for that.
Yeah.
Don't get too hopeful. And GameStop gave it a 3.5.
There you go. So there you go. It's probably like
IGN gave it a 6.
See, IGN
The
6.
Suda 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Developed by
Suda 6.
BioWare, published by Sega. That's crazy. It's an RPG.
Yeah, it's so weird because
That is weird.
yeah, it's just a cool point of history. You know, me being.
So here's what I was thinking. Like I Googled DS games, and the first thing I was thinking is a lot of the DS games are stylus based. How's that going to work on NSO?
Isn't that what the patent is for?
Well, the pattern was just like how to show you the different screens. Like if it's stylus based, like if it's a game built around drawing on the screen,
Right.
you can't do that.
I mean, you could use your finger, but like I think,
Only in portable play,
right.
only in handheld.
I think it will probably have to be like you have to use it. in
Which is,
handheld.
yeah, I mean, Virtual Boy is the same way. So that's not a path. That's not a line we can't cross. You're right. We could do that.
There is a touchscreen.
Is the stylus on Switch as good? Like, Mario Maker didn't seem like it. I don't know.
For games I want to see, give me Nintendogs. I love me some Nintendogs. Give me WarioWare Touched. Give me Rhythm Heaven.
That's what I was thinking about.
Give me Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I want
That's
to
a good
play
one.
those.
I want to try that one.
I guess I shouldn't say the Pokemon games because we don't have no Pokemon games on the NSO.
I have bad news for you, Delvin. I don't like Sonic, so I'm not saying any of those games.
Give me Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Pokemon Ranger. Do you want Mario Kart DS?
No.
Do you want Mario 64 DS?
No.
Bowser's Story?
Sure.
Wild World?
Oh, yes. Wild World. Yes. Yes.
There it is.
Please.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot. Here's the thing, I don't even know them all. So I would just need Nintendo to put some up and then I could just play.
Oh, I forgot one. Chinatown Wars, Grand Theft Auto.
That's like
That's not going to happen.
Oh, it should though. Why wouldn't it?
I mean, I'm with you. I would love it, but we all know it's not happening.
It could.
Do you think it could? Do you really think it could?
No.
But it-
Okay.
no.
Let's just get this on record. Do you really think it could?
No.
We do not think it could.
No, I don't think so either.
But
Dude,
it'd
I'm
be fun to have.
still waiting for so many of these other. There's like ports of games like Chrono Trigger and Diddy Kong Racing that like don't even exist on the original console NSO. So I'm gonna just count those out.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. Metroid Prime Hunters, I think, is a good option with Metroid Prime 4 and all of that. Like, that would make sense. That should probably be like the first one.
Yeah.
If they're going to do that. Honestly, I'm looking at a list of DS games. I think most of my interest in DS would be like third-party stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
DS
this first-party
has a lot of-
stuff.
Yep.
I'm fine if they did it. I just don't know how much I would play, especially because I don't know how the stylus thing would work. Like Rhythm Heaven sounds ideal, but how stylus dependent was Rhythm Heaven on DS? That sounds like something that was very stylus dependent. Like, would that work very well on Switch? I don't know. I'd rather just play the new Rhythm Heaven game instead. Like the Castlevania games, they're all in the collections and stuff, right? I would do Tetris DS. I'd probably do that. Maybe they would come up with like some cool command on your controller to mimic like tapping the screen.
I could see that.
Because a lot of the DS stuff was like taps, right? Not necessarily like finite drawing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
So maybe they could do something like that.
That was the last question.
So tell us about the PokeLeaks, Rebecca. I have one question. What the hell happened? Where did all of this come from, like all at once?
So I don't know if you want to give like a disclosure to people that if they don't want to use Gen 10.
Yeah, sorry. I thought, yeah, good point. Thank you. We're going to talk about all these Pokemon leaks that just came out. Whether they're true or false, we're just going to talk about them. Rebecca, like I wrote down some notes. She has more. So we're going to talk through that. So if you don't care about that or you don't want to hear any potential spoilers for what might be in the years ahead, this is the end of the show. We've done the questions. So like you can go ahead and just close the show from now.
So it all leaked because of I forget what the guy's name is, but he was also leaking the Legends ZA information like before anybody knew anything about the game, so that's how we know it's real. Apparently it was in that like Terra leak, if you
That's what I was gonna ask. That's from like last year, right?
Yes. This was like long ago, but I think because it had so much information in it, it like took a while to sort through everything, and now he's just deciding to like release this information at once.
Did they wait for the game to release to do it? Like where there was like a marketing thing? Okay.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just I have all of it compiled. Here's the information now that I have everything that we know about Gen 10. And again, like big asterisks here that this is like from a year ago already. And it's like all of their development plans through the year 2030. So a lot of it is like obviously subject to change. Just because if this stuff doesn't happen doesn't mean that the leak was wrong. You know, these are things that I think like probably, you know, have any and all rights to change. In fact, some of it already has, like, you know, that they have canceled projects since then. Let me start with your outline here, and I'll add on with like what I know.
Okay.
And we know it's real because the COO of the Pokemon Company, this was all like spread on CenturyLeaks on Twitter. Like he was getting the leak from the leaker and then like posting it. So like that's where most of it was compiled and shared to the public. And they like reached out to CenturyLeaks and was like, no, you gotta take this down. We'll sue you if you don't. Yep. And it does share like the roadmap to 2030 of like all of their plans. The ZA source code and early builds were leaked. Like all of that was coming out like a week before 2 weeks before the game released.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know, so you get to see all like the megas and like the DLC and stuff. Gen 10 I think is like really the big part of the leak where like he, you know, was really saying what those plans were. It's planned to release in 2026 with DLC in 2027. Here's where like the deets start. It's called Pokemon Wind and Pokemon Waves version.
I like it.
I'm getting Pokemon Wind. The theme is infinity. So like all the themes are around like infinity. And I'll explain what that means as I go on. The setting, I know with their original plan was based in Greece, but they have since changed that. And now it's the Indonesia and Southeast Asia's influence. So like a lot of islands, like connected islands. So that might have changed during development from Greece to South Pacific. The legendaries, there's like a storm legendary. Its role is that of an old man. It lives on an island that wants to keep people away. It possesses the power of the wind to guide humans and Pokemon. It only accepts those humans who have correctly raised the seed Pokemon. We're going to come back to the seed Pokemon. That's a big thing. It's a seed, like a seed. Like it starts off, it has not grown yet.
Yeah, no, we get it.
We get it.
Then there's the wave Pokemon. It is the role of an old woman, lives on an island that keeps people away. Same thing. It only accepts people who've raised the seed Pokemon. Those are the box legendaries. We don't know anything about them yet. There's a new mechanic or special type of Pokemon called the seed Pokemon. It is found in the resort areas. And it's like an unevolved form of this special type of Pokemon. And it begins to evolve as you raise it, and there's infinite variations as you raise this seed Pokemon. So everybody's will be different as it evolves. You play the protagonist, who is 13 years old. He's a city kid, and his mom wins a trip from a lottery and is taken on vacation to this new region.
Epstein Island.
Oof. Oof.
Your mom works from home while raising two children, you and an infant. Your little sibling is an infant who cannot yet walk. By the end of the story, they learn to walk and talk, symbolizing growth in the future. You have a friend who is also 13, a local child living on the resort island.
This ain't looking good.
He is knowledgeable about Pokemon and nature, becomes friends with the protagonist. 2 versions of this friend, depending on the protagonist gender. So, in Legends, if you pick the boy protagonist, you get the girl rival, Tawny.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
if you
cool.
pick the girl, which I did, you get this stupid boy whose name is Urbane. I call him Kurt.
Urbane?
Terrible name.
I couldn't even imagine, like not being Tawny. I'm like
I know. I almost picked the boy so I could have Tawny.
I would.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I didn't know that changed anything.
I know.
That's
Urbane
weird.
sounds like a loser.
I know. Urbane. I call him Kurt. No. Weaves is not the correct answer. Wind is the correct answer. Okay, you have the hotel chairman who's 75 years old. He is the chairman of the hotel group that owns many resorts across the
Presidente.
region.
This ain't sounding good. About this game. Little LARP.
He originally sought to create resorts where people and Pokemon could coexist with nature,
Uh-oh.
but his child was killed by a Pokemon, so he began to push
Here we go.
for aggressive development, and he has come to hate Pokemon because
is he running
his
for
child
president?
has died. No.
Not yet.
The chairman's other child, who's 15, he's the heir of the resorts. His older brother died from Pokemon. He's the second son. He respects his father, but is naive about the world. Then you got the land development team, who is the evil team that you fight throughout the game. They're a for-hire group that destroys nature to expand land for profit. They don't really have any ideals. They just complain about their job, working for their bad salary. So they're like evil, but like they just are kind of in it for their job,
Yeah.
The professor is a 21-year-old. I wish I could be a professor at 21. A nature guide working at the hotel, known as the survival professor. He researches the relationship between weather and Pokemon. He studies Pokemon that can become embodiments of weather itself. Although he is knowledgeable through his books, his
Tornado-mon.
real survival skills are pretty inferior.
To
Go
be a professor at 21,
Cyclonops.
I know,
How long he been like studying? Like since he was like 8?
right?
It's just-
So we're about to get a bunch of
the theme is
weather Pokemon.
infinity. Yeah,
Yes.
the world has endured since ancient times. I'm skipping all this because it's like kind of just a bunch of text.
Mildewberry.
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
There's like some screenshot, like beta screenshots, and it actually looks like kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. Like it looks really
Like visually.
like if this is beta screenshot from like a year ago, I think we're gonna be really impressed. Do you want me to send it to
Okay.
you?
It's like way better than Za.
Way better than Zal. Let me send it to you. And just keep in mind,
How would you
Far.
describe the style?
I just sent it to you on the chat.
All right.
The region's code name is Gaia. I don't know if that's what it's gonna stay, but this is beta screenshot.
Definitely more
from a year
full.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
very
more
It's got the
lush.
fauna.
Very
It's very
lush.
lush. But character models, same.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
pretty good.
remember, this is from a year ago.
Dude, I'm always aghast by how giant Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. They're gigantic.
Yeah,
They're huge.
alarmingly large.
Yeah. Every time we get these new Pokemon games where they like hang out with you, I'm always like the sizes of the Pokemon compared to what they are in my head always throws me for a loop.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you see a
forget where my
Charizard,
friends.
it's like 4 feet, but then you see
Sent
like a Clefable, and you're like, oh shit.
Hold on, let me see, because he posted something else to another spot. Okay, you get the seed Pokemon at the start of your adventure. You must raise it to a certain level to be able to enter the island to get the main legendary. This island is procedurally generated based on how trained your seed Pokemon is. It will be, the evolution is procedurally generated, including unique patterns for the flowers and fractals. So every player will have a different looking seed Pokemon. In Win and Wave, you will be able to beat the game without finishing all the gyms or catching the main legendary. Those are optional, but you need to do them to complete the true ending.
Pokemon
Sounds
fans
pretty interesting.
they go way
The
hard.
islands are procedurally generated. The idea is that players will be able to upload the islands they discovered to the Gaia servers and then be able to play with other players.
Customize your own Pokemon experience. Kind of sounds cool.
Mm-hmm. Pikachu gets a little redesign.
Don't get too excited, Delvin.
Yeah.
This is the Pokemon.
He
company.
looks a little more round.
Okay.
I like it.
Fat Pikachu back.
It's not fat Pikachu. Don't get too excited. It's not fat.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Damn you, Pokemon
Here,
company.
I'll show you that one.
I'm just here for fat Pikachu. They should literally just
It's-
make a
yeah,
fat Pikachu.
Yeah.
That's Pikachu's redesign.
Yeah, it's just Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's Pikachu with
Let's
hips.
see what else. You can challenge the final boss right away after getting the ability to traverse the sea, but it'll be very difficult, obviously.
Are we like boating around like Wind Waker or something?
I think so.
Are we going island hopping?
I think so.
All right.
Apparently, there's underwater exploration.
Ooh.
So
that'd be
there's a gym quest, weather move acquisition quest, ride license quest. Oh, you'll be able to either ride or pet every single Pokemon. There's the MMO raid battles, boss Pokemon, Pokemon survival, diving. It uses a new engine than what the other games have used.
I would hope that that's exciting, but we don't
know yet.
We don't know. Like with Pokemon Company, that could be awful.
There was a scrapped Pokewalker app for your phone. Remember Pokewalker from Heart Gold Soul Silver?
Yeah.
I remember that.
They had this app where like the Pokemon could be like living in your phone and kind of use like the secret bases from like Ruby and Sapphire. And it
cool.
would, and you could take it with you and walk, but they scrapped that.
They want you to take the Switch with you.
Pokopia began development in 2021. Originally, it was a Switch 1 project codenamed Oasis. So it kind of switched gears to a bigger project.
Yep.
And now it's going to be on the Switch 2, as we know.
Okay.
An early pitch for Pokemon Legends, the third game, has it set in Galar, 1,000 years in the past. So the next Legends game will probably take place in Galar, which I'm like not really that excited about.
Really? I thought I put this in here specifically because I remember how unexcited you were for this one because it wasn't like the primitive history lore.
It's not
based.
that I wasn't excited for. I just thought that Legends was going to be only that. So I mean, I'm excited for that. I just don't really care about Galar.
Oh, okay.
Is
So it's
my
just the
point.
location. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm very upset about is that this current Legends game
Yeah.
was
this is the one.
supposed to be. It was originally going to be set in Johto,
That would be cool.
and they were like, "Never
Nah.
mind."
Nah. Lumio City. It's just as good.
So I'm really upset about that. And then the last thing, I actually didn't really hear very much about this, so I can't elaborate
Oh,
on
I was just
it.
about to say, tell me all about this.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much. I don't know whether the information is out there. Like maybe I just didn't see it, or if we don't really know much about it. But there was Project Ringo, an all Japan-based Pokemon regions that interconnected Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh.
Yeah, that sounded like, from what I read, and I didn't write it all down because I thought you'd have more info. So from the little bit that I did to see on that, that sounded like some sort of MMO thing.
The only thing that I have is Seed. Remember the Pokemon Project Seed is a prototyping project for a next generation online games playable by multiple people set in a region that connects Hoenn and Sinnoh. So I don't really know if that's the same thing. Oh wait, here's Ringo. I just have like images and it's not really
Yeah,
much going
they
on.
had Pokemon Multi-Region Remake in 2028 or beyond, is what Central Leaks originally posted. That was the original post. I've since heard people talking about it, speculating that this, whatever this thing could be, like some sort of MMO
Yeah.
live service game. which sounds really ambitious for Pokemon Company, which I don't even know if I believe in any of that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of this does, like, the gameplay stuff I feel like is all subject to change, so I didn't really invest in a whole lot of that. I saw a lot on like leaks or rumors and then like Reddit threads was like there were a lot of like internal emails that were released. I saw a lot of Masuda stuff, a lot of like employee relations people were talking about, and then the budgets for the games, which we didn't really talk about. But a lot of people are very upset with the budget of the game. Apparently the budgets are really small. I don't remember which game and what budget, but I saw numbers.
Oh yeah, here it is. I found that. Scarlet and Violet's DLC was 500 million yen, which is like not a lot. Legends ZA budget is 2 billion yen, and Wind and Waves is 3 billion yen. Is the budgets. I
was seeing like in the Reddit thread I remember, I was seeing the budget things being pitched around like $10 and $50 million for a game.
Yeah.
Which seemed really low. And the people in the Reddit thread are really bad. And in playing something like Legends On, I'm like, it doesn't seem like it is a $400 million game. That said, this is like my Xbox input to the whole situation. I don't know what that number means. I don't know if that was an estimation. I don't know if that's only like labor. I don't know if that's only like a specific part of development.
Right.
Does that include marketing? Does that who knows what that means?
Who knows?
I can't get too connected to that number. The other thing though, that when I was thinking about this leading into this podcast, I realized that Pokemon makes a shit ton of money and people there seems to be an underlying urge for the Pokemon Company to make like a big giant Pokemon, like whatever that is, but something grand and on par with, I don't know, Mario, Zelda, Uncharted, whatever it is we're wanting, right? Mm-hmm. And I get that. The resources are there. It's super popular. Mm-hmm. That said, remember that those games, like if you're like, just make Breath of the Wild, but be a Pokemon game, and I want it to be super rewarding and voice acting, just remember Tears of the Kingdom was in development for like 10 years. Yeah. And these fucking games come out, these Pokemon games come out every 18 months. Yeah. They come out all the time. So like you can't have both. But more importantly, I just want to say that I think for the last 5 years on many podcasts, we've all looked at this industry and what it's going through. And I don't want to say we've all, because I don't want to put this on other people, but me and the people I podcast with often say, these people should be a bit more responsible, rein things in. We don't need these games to bleed our faces off in graphics and do all, like, it's not necessary.
I mean, it's proof that we're still having so much fun with Legends ZA, even though it was like not a like $500 million game.
So I have to like toe this line here because I don't want to just be a shill, but I'm only holding up to the own words that I have said. I understand that Pokemon is exponentially more revenue than it costs to make. I get that. I am not mad at the Pokemon Company for that. I do not see that they should have to change. Like, if anything, I'm like, compared to everyone else, maybe they fucking got this figured out, because we're hearing from all these other people, these presidents being like, we can't keep making games like this. It costs too much money to make. And here's Pokemon Company over here, just getting them out the door, making money hand over fist. Seems kind of smart to me. Mm-hmm. Would I like a more grand, visually rewarding? I would, with a caveat, as long as it continued to run well.
Exactly.
If their engine and their CPU to have all these models and animations, if it can't do that, then keep giving me the flat 2D game.
Right.
Because I just don't want the thing to run like
I can get past the flat buildings.
Yeah. I don't.
The rest of it's great.
That's not the game. The game is collecting and battling Pokemon.
Yes.
So as long as I'm doing that, I don't care about those transgressions as much. But yeah, I saw a lot of that. Felt like the drama this week. People were like, "Oh my god, we confirmed Pokemon Company is just not investing in these games. They're making very cheap games." And I get that. I do. I think that's a valid point. I'm not even saying I disagree with people. Like, they could invest more, and it sounds like for the next one they are. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to have it said because I say it like every week. Uncharted didn't need to do all that. Last of Us didn't need to do all like Halo doesn't have to you don't have to spend $400 million to make a good video game.
Correct.
Here's the last thing that I'll say about the leak is that their general roadmap, Wind and Waves, is supposed to, again, this is what their plan is, to release in 2026 with DLC in 2027. Pokemon Legends Galar is set to release in 2027 or beyond. The multi-region remake of the one that you're saying, Ringo or whatever, is set to release in 2028 or beyond.
Yeah.
Pokopia will get DLC, is planned to have DLC. And Pokemon Champions was originally planned to release this year, but as we know now is next year.
And those games are subject to drop back as well. But you've basically read off like 4 to 7 games coming out in the next 5 years. Mm-hmm. You can't do that if you're like, why can't this game also be like X?
And that has that also does not even include anything that they are like. I mean, anything that they have put out to another studio like DNA or Black and White remakes. That the leaks didn't include anything about that.
Yeah, I forgot who was that studio.
There could be more.
Did they buy that studio that did the last remakes that were real bad? That's
DNA. You just said that they bought DNA.
Yeah.
No, there was this. What's the other one called? What were those games? Brilliant
Diamond, Shining Pearl. That was DNA.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was DNA.
And they were horrible. They were so bad.
I thought I felt
those were the worst Pokemon games I've ever played. They're even worse than Scarlet Violet.
Ilka. Yeah, ILCA. That's who did those games.
Oh. What did DNA do?
DNA did the mobile games.
Really?
Maybe they worked on it together, but Ilka was who I was thinking of. I remember there was a different. I was wondering, I thought they bought Ilka after those games. But I don't know. I don't really keep up with that as much.
Okay.
But DNA did
you're
Pokemon
so right.
Masters, Mario Kart Tour, Pocket Camp Heroes, and Matomo.
You're so right.
But I remember people being upset with Ilka because of the Pearl. They were like, these are terrible because the Pokemon Company didn't do it.
I was confusing those two. My bad.
Because they were working on Arceus at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't, again, I didn't dive into those waters because it just felt like a lot. There was so much, it was like, you really have to really...
You didn't dive into those Wind and Waves?
I did not. That was too much. I was like, that's just too much to follow. People are talking about, I saw one thread that was talking about, Masuda had to be, removed from, I don't know, his position because he was too controlling. And, all these people I was like, man. It just became, there's so much. It's, hard to decipher, what's true, what's not, what's opinion, what's fact. And I was like, I don't know. I don't have the time or the energy for that. We'll see it when it comes out. But, yeah, crazy that all that leaked. I did see Nintendo had a response. They were like,
"That guy has
leak?
no that guy has no fear. He should be sweating. He should be sweating."
The ninjas are undefeated. They're coming.
Ilka is 51% owned by Bandai Namco now. And
maybe they bought a stake in them.
I'm looking. That's what I was checking into right now to make sure.
There was something. I remember after those games came out, something happened that basically led me to believe that they were bringing them in and would be working they basically have 2 teams now. It was basically my assumption.
The company founded the Pokemon Works in 2024 as a joint venture. There you go, alongside the Pokemon Company. Yes.
That's it. That's what I was thinking.
Series. There you go. The first project is Pokemon Champions. There you go.
I was expecting that they're going to be a spin-off and remake team. They're going to be doing other things. So I didn't know they were doing Champions. So there it is. I knew they did something like that. Because people were mad. Because they were Pearl and Diamond came out and they were broken. People thought they were bad. And then they were like, we love it. Let's make this official. People were like, what?
Yeah. Because they also made One Piece Odyssey, Sandland, and they're working on a new Ace Combat game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go now because I want to eat and play Pokemon.
Same. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go back to Pokemon.
So I will continue playing this all week. I have off tomorrow, so that's going to be great. I'll make a lot of progress.
jealous.
I love it. Love it when we get offered like Jewish holidays, Indian holidays, Muslim holidays. I love it.
Yes.
That's the great part of working in a school. It's the only good part.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So until next week, Koopalings, we
Peace.
will see you then.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?